All right, good morning everybody and glorious Friday to you all. Let me just make sure all my settings are looking good here and everything's going through all right. Stream manager's looking good on Twitch's end. OBS is looking good on my end. All right, let's jump right in. Update the stream title. There we go. That updated. Looking good. Yep, bitrate's good. All right. All right, where were we? Ah, yes, we had just dealt with this. She had gotten her head trauma. I don't suppose... Let's see here. Heals one fresh injury, or if none, one old injury upon a successful Medicaid test. That is... It is a trauma, correct? Which I have a feeling means that none of that is going to work. Hold on. Not that. This. I only have one of these. I have 46 of these. Holy shit. Yeah, no, that's not going to work on a trauma, unfortunately. There's probably no way to remove that. Damn. Alright, we're just going to have to deal. Luckily, it didn't affect her agility or her ballistic skill, so she's still pretty good there. Let's go ahead and get this done. I'm going to go ahead and grab lower warp. Going to go ahead and grab... Agility? If I want to get heavy armor at some point, but I'm not sure. We'll stick with agility for right now. Abelard. Let's go ahead and keep boosting his grows. What he says at 90. Actually, no. If they're equal, I'd rather him get athletics up because that's a more common skill check. Strength. There, weapon skill. Yep, we're going to round out weapon skill, and then we'll start working on another stat for him. And Argenta, demolitions, as well as agility, strength, toughness, perception. We'll go with perception. Her perception is baseline. This has probably been limiting some of her combat capability. Reduce that way enemies take a slight dodge penalty against her. That would be nice. And Pascal, what have you got for me? Your logic is at 90 and your tech use is at 100. So we're going to grab your tech use or logic. No, I'm an idiot. Then intelligence. Pretty much everything he has scales off of it. So, all right, her willpower is maxed. We'll go ahead with her perception next. Yes, perception. Then 91 versus 106, so we'll grab a Lore Imperium point. Heinrichs. Already got plenty of that. We'll go with agility. Yes. Then we'll grab Lore Xenos. Yes, Lord Xenos. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Okay.
What a peculiar thing.
Oh, hold on. How do we... Oh, okay.
Is there money to be made?
Hold on. Swing back around, please. And okay. Medical bag, fire grenade, thank you. Argenta?
Never doubt me.
I don't. I merely doubt the game system that you happen to inhabit sometimes. What's that?
Always keep your eye on the price.
Huh. What's in here?
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Yep. Argenta, please and thank you if you would, please.
Duty prevails.
Thank you very much. What have we got here? As you approach the cogitator, you notice a number of deep scratches left by huge claws on its metal surface. Despite the apparent damage, the machine seems to be in working condition. View the logs. The logs contain nothing of interest. The maintenance ritual schedule for the sacred machine that moves the bridge, and activation logs, and a few notes of a religious nature entered by the tech priests. Activate emergency bridge lowering. You touch the levers and the reels on the control panel and disturb the slumber of the spirits that reside within the cogitator. The machine dawdles as if drowsy, but nonetheless performs its assigned function. Step away from the cogitator.
Keep your wits about you.
It's a box. What's in the box? A maglev impeller. Okay. Screen of this cogitator shows a scrolling line of repeating technolingua. Staring at the obscure symbols gives you a headache. Ah, yes, that again. We good? Cracking the wall? Argenta, plant the melt charge.
Let it define me.
Ow. Why did my character do that? Oh, whatever.
An expected result.
Make sure we go back
Compared
as
to
well.
naval
There we go.
service,
Free
that was
experience.
barely a challenge.
I always have a backup plan.
What is this? Something is howling within the metal housing, as if the machine spirits of this cogitator are lamenting some irreparable loss. Pascal's got this. Your knowledge of force access to the cogitator systems. Your knowledge of machine spirits is sufficient to trick the system and subdue it to your will. A false query, a crafty manipulation of controls, and you get what you want. Gaining access to the cogitator systems, the device's machine spirit can do nothing to thwart you. Subdued by defeat, it hides in the depths of its lair. Awaken the cogitator spirit. You touch the levers and real... Okay, that's the same... What is it doing? Oh! Huh. So, I could have... Huh. But stepping here started the combat scenario. No, could I have made my... Damn, that would have made my job a hell of a lot easier.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Oh well. Ooh, Melta Ultima. Modify... This Melta weapon modified by the Adeptus Mechanicus has increased firepower and range. Ooh. And Staff of Blood. Huh. It's actually a decent melee weapon compared to the other staves. Actually, I just realized Staff of Endless Flame is a decent melee weapon. It just has 0 armor penetration. Yeah, no. See, if it counted as a force weapon, which technically in lore it should, it would actually be a decent replacement for him, but as it stands. Also, is that Melta-gun better than the plasma gun I have for Pascal right now? Huh? Yeah. Max ammo is 3. Ooh. But look at that 75% armor penetration. Holy moly. It's weird to me. 11 to 15. Yeah, 13 to 20. And 30% armor penetration. Why is the plasma pistol dealing more Actually, yeah, now that I'm looking at it, the plasma pistol is actually better than the plasma gun he's got right now. Man. Guess we'll use that for now, because it is still better. I just have to move him a bit more so that way, yeah, because the range is slightly shorter. Not that much shorter, even. We'll try the plasma pistol for now. See if that extra damage helps him.
Let us not dawdle.
And we got the door. Pascal. Multifunctionality. Yes, Pascal, I know. You're very multifunctional. Why can we not go out the door? Game? Okay. Get us out of here. I don't want to be stuck.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Oh no, did my... Okay, good. My servitor friends. I thought they were stuck. Okay, we looted all of that. We've got everything set up. We need to keep moving. Taking long enough here as it is. Holy shit. What's down? Okay, there we go. Also, those are the parts for demon engines. I can already see that. Jesus
Over
Christ.
there.
Oh, what? Oh,
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay. The Emperor favors me today.
thank you, Argenta. Hey, Ptolemy, good to see you. Just got started just a few minutes ago. You haven't missed much, just looting all the stuff, and we leveled up from the end of last session. What have we got here? The broken panel of the cogitator is sparking. It's blind, dark screen showing nothing. I have to figure out how to get over here. What is... Oh, what have we got here? Dying tech priest. Hold on.
Operation successful.
The device, now evidently used to chop bodies into pieces, was once an ordinary cooling fan. Oh boy. Dark Mechanicum really getting their multi-purpose out of these things, isn't they? This pile of human remains, carelessly tossed together, emits a suffocating stench. The torn, gutted bodies once belonged to tech priests, but you cannot spot even a glint of metal anywhere. All of their implants are gone. Suddenly, one of the ravaged bodies makes the tiniest movement. The tortured man's lips move ever so slightly, his half-closed eyelids twitching. Approach the still-breathing man. The man can barely breathe without his respirator implant. It's a miracle he survived the horrific vivisection. But it takes you a single look at the gaping wound where his augmetic was ripped out to realize that death is only a matter of time. As if sensing your presence, the half-dead man looks at you and sharply inhales the hot air. Machine, spirit, deliver me. Oh, thanks for the heads up, Ptolemy. The Moneric requiem coming from Pascal's vox sounds solemn and grim. Upon hearing it, the man's mutilated face twists into a weak semblance of a smile. Who did this to you? My comrades. His voice is barely audible. It seems each word takes the man a great deal of effort. Machine spirit, has the Messiah truly abandoned us? Kiava has fallen into the maw of the eternal enemy. The holy Magi succumbed to heresy. The rest, stripped of their true flesh to feed the heresy. Preserve us. Deliver us. Deliver me from erring. Sacrifice living blood from vessels of the true flesh while their heart is still beating. After that, oblivion. His eyes grow glassy. I knew you would come. I've waited so very long. Deliver me from my torment. What a horrible fate, to be betrayed by one's own. I attest that the last 3 categorical requirements for assigning the status of Martyr of the Faith have been met. Opposition to the enemy, preservation of adherence to dogma, and a brutal death. Requesting the right to extract the subject's organic matter for it to be used in the creation of an honorable servo skull. The man, who is mere minutes from death, wheezes weakly. It's an honor. I am thankful for the right to serve. This is the one you were talking about, Ptolemy? Specifically? The Iconoclast, Dogmatic, just don't choose this one because it's got a problem with it? Okay, okay. Kind of weird that that's the... Delay the man's death, no. Heal your heart, servant of the Imperium Woods. Yeah. I could do that and get some free experience at points out of it, but honestly, no. No, this guy is a tech priest. He's already going for it. This is Pascal's kinsman. Now, see, Ptolemy, are you sure it's this one? Because I did do some digging of my own after Wednesday's stream, and there were a lot of complaints, no spoilers, but there were a lot of complaints about, I think, the final choice on this planet, which has something to do with whatever big cogitator thing the heretics are working on. Are you sure it isn't that one? Because I saw a lot of people posting stuff about that particular part of the quest. It had something to do with one of Heinrich's stuff, where basically if you chose Iconoclast, it came out as Heretic, and if you chose Heretic, it came out as Iconoclast in the game's files. Are you sure that's not the one you're thinking of? Because I didn't hear anything about this one. I'm still going to do the Pascal option so that I don't cause any problems, but are you sure that's also not the one you were thinking of? Ah, okay. I think I see what you're saying. It's that this contributes to the later problems on top of the issues that people have had with the later. Ah, okay, okay. Luckily, I might be Iconoclast, but this guy is a follower of the Omnissiah, and Pascal is my bro, so I'm going to be going with this option anyway. So we're not going to be picking the Iconoclast option here. Pascal, your request is granted. Yeah, that was the vibe I got from the people who were writing non-spoiler versions of what was going on. So, yeah. Because it has something to do with, like, how Heinrich's, his ending is depending on, like, whether he's a radical or moderate inquisitor, and it can really fuck it up as far as, like, how that goes. Leaning over the dying man, Pascal, in a decisive yet surprisingly respectful motion, cuts his throat. Wielding a long microscalpel, it takes him mere moments to release the cervical vertebrae from the hold of muscle and sinew, to cut the vertebrae and sever the man's head from the body. Let your service continue, tech comrade.
I always have a backup.
Alright, now where the hell do we go from here? Oh, right, we lowered the bridge here. I completely forgot. What is awaiting us over here?
This is intriguing.
Oh.
Look, over
Oh,
there.
shit. Okay, we gotta go around the long way then. Hold the phone.
We should deal with this.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on. Hold on. Ooh, multi-key. Give me.
Keep your wits about you.
This ocular implant
Oh, for
was a
fu-
worthwhile investment.
Okay, hold on.
I better myself
There we go.
through my service. Never
Go ahead,
doubt
pull
me.
that one. Okay, good. So it's good to know that we are past the worst of it. God, I can only imagine how bad this planet must have been when the game first came out.
Duty prevails. The Emperor favors me today.
There we go. That's all taken care of. Oh, right. Got
There's
the...
no dawdle.
Let's see what this is over here. Is that another cogitator? Ah, yes. The cogitator's panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, switches, and other control mechanisms. View the log. You discover the local data crypt with contents collected by either previous operators or the machine spirit itself. Using your access, you study the archives stored on this cogitator. Review the supply protocol. At first glance, the records look like typical shipping reports, but after further reading, it becomes apparent that the focus here is not on ore or assembly parts, but augments extracted from living tech priests and spent mass, the flesh of the victims killed either during or for the sake of machine rituals. Review production protocol. The logs look damaged, the lines are uneven, and some of the values seem, frankly, impossible. After a few minutes of studying the records, you feel your head begin to swim. The stored data can only be comprehended by a twisted mind touched by chaos corruption. Review the Ascension Protocol. This record looks like a sermon of some mad chaos worshipper. The log, clearly written from someone else's words, mentions the heart that exudes virtue and the cradle that rocks the child of truth.
Rise to the top.
I mean, it's very obvious that they're building demon engines here. The question is, have they been able to actually... What was that? Oh, that's just the control panel for the traps that were here. No, we're not going to touch that just yet. Can we get over here? There's definitely more. Oh! Okay. What does this do? Come on, servitor buddies, get in position. Oh, well, but now I want to know what's... Hold on.
Is there money to be made?
But hold on, this connects back to here. This goes further over here. I feel like I should probably go inside that door before we go any further. So we're gonna... Oh, we're gonna have to play this cutscene every single time, aren't we? Come on, servitor buddies.
I always have a backup plan.
Alright, get over here. What is this? That is a giant mass of twisted flesh. Oh, that's not good. Oh, we need to burn everything in here with fire. Oh, everything needs to die. Numerous wires and pipes run into the filthy cages, which are filled with what looks to be conglomerations of human bodies. You cannot make out who is in the cage, but bright blue sparks flash intermittently in the darkness while the mass of flesh twitches and shudders. Heinrich casts a scrutinizing eye over one of the cages before withdrawing his weapon and approaching to examine what lies inside. Careful, Heinrich. Look at it. Heinrich gestures towards the cage closest to you. Through the metal bars, you see truly is a pile of human bodies, or at least something that used to be that. The monstrously deformed flesh has fused together in places, while in others were severed with saws and knives, leaving open wounds weeping pus and slime. Wounds that are okay, that's a new word. Wounds that are agglutinating. Wounds that are agglutinating and sprouting tendons. Rods connected to wires that run into nearby cogitators bristle across the flesh. One of the human heads manages to turn towards you. Mercy. Even attempting to speak causes the mutant immense pain, but he bears the agony and forces out the words. Mercy. Make it stop. Study the mutant. You examine the pulsating mass of flesh. The creature in the cage seems to be composed of many bodies joined together. You see no sutures or any other means by which the separate parts could have been connected. Among the layers of meat, you can discern large knots of muscle, various limbs, exposed bones, parts of faces, entire heads. Only warped sorcery is capable of creating such an abomination while preserving its ability to live. What is this? Heinrich takes in his surrounding and once again fixes his attention on the contents of the nearest cage. I am beginning to have some idea. The Lex Mechanic mentioned the inhabitants of the lower levels who had been imprisoned in their homes. He said that some of them were brought here. The cultists did something to these poor people within their own home, and now they are studying the result. The Lex Mechanic also talked about some kind of slag waste disposal and chaos symbols upon the machines. What are the is the arch enemy's minions doing to the people of the lower levels? To know the workings of dark sorcery means allowing corruption into oneself. Well, I mean, as we all know, Ptolemy, English is just... English isn't a language, it's 3 dialects in a trench coat that beats up other languages for grammar. The advantages of having a baseline Germanic language being conquered by a Romance language and then going out to conquer huge swaths of the world and pick up vocabulary and grammar from every single corner of the planet. Because, I mean, don't forget, when the Normans conquered England, they were from northern France and thus spoke a form of French. So, wouldn't surprise me if it came from the French version of the word rather than directly from the Latin. Heinrich scowls. These are warp mutations, no doubt. Perhaps there was some side effect, and that is why they were brought here, to be connected to the sensors and the cogitators. Even the fallen tech priests who have rejected the Omnissiah are driven by a perverted hunger for knowledge. Why exactly do you think they've hooked them up to the cogitators? Heinrich carefully studies the screens of the computing machines. Lingua technis, but corrupted by scrap code, I'm sure. It's unlikely we will be able to extract anything of value from their data crypts. Thinking, Heinrich clenches his fist and bites down on a knuckle, and then recoils when the mutant from the nearest cage reaches out a hand to him through the bars. Ew. A female face watches you from within the gloom of the cage, even though half of her head has been turned into a mess of bones and lumpen cancerous growths. Her single eye looks at you with a surprising amount of intelligence. You promised. You promised us. Her words are echoed by other voices in the depths of the cage. Heinrich leans towards the cage, but at sufficient distance to ensure that the mutant cannot touch him. Who are you talking to? What did they promise you? Who are they? You took us from the Inferno. You promised us a reward, Her face contorts in a grimace as the creature's lips begin to stick together like melting wax. I'll be damned. They can still speak. They remember the people who did this to them. Heinrich balls his fists in powerless rage, then frowns in thought. Perhaps a little biomancy will allow us to draw the fragments of knowledge from them, or it could trigger further changes. Not missing Pascal's sober interest in the proceedings, which he is dutifully recording upon his data slate, Abelard raises a brow. Sorry, my nose is bothering me. Esteemed Magos, these are your comrades. If I may ask, do you feel any compassion for them? Or at the very least regret? Regret for the losses that these poor people represent to the Adeptus Mechanicus? Negative. What I am currently observing is not my tech comrades, but merely their biological functioning remains fashioned into a specimenism of unnatural perversion of technology. I am under no directives to feel any affinity for such specimens. Yep. Like, I get when people say, I truly do get when people say, oh, the Imperium is horrible. It absolutely is. Like, the opening narration to every 40k book is always, the Imperium is the most cruel and inhumane regime ever imagined by humankind. It absolutely is. It happens to exist in the same universe as Chaos. I mean, it is literally a case where there is no other universe in the world, in all of fiction. Well, maybe not all of fiction. There's a few universes that are darker than 40k. Not many, but there's a few. Where the Imperium's actions are not justified, but in many cases they are correct. And that's the scariest part. That we might live in a universe where some of the Imperium's choices, the most horrible, inhumane, genocidal, insane choices ever taken by human beings, might still be the correct ones. And that is a terrifying thought. An absolutely abysmally nihilistic thought. So am I safe on this one? Because I do want Heinrich to be a slightly more moderate Inquisitor. And also, again, it is kind of hilarious that it's the dogmatic option that is like, oh yes, if we cause further mutation, that's not a problem. Okay, yeah. I mean, at some point, I'm probably just going to have to bite the bullet and just play as I play, and hopefully Kiava Gamma's the worst that we're going to face with this, but Heinrichs, let them go. You're only prolonging their suffering, and potentially worse. I am inclined to relieve their suffering. Every moment of existence in such a state is pure torture for the people locked within these sheets. Then it seems to me that your mind is already made up. These people need deliverance from their suffering. Grant them the Emperor's mercy. Heinrichs wavers for but a moment, and then leans over the cogitators. Each mutant has cables attached. Sorry, hold on, that's his voice, not the narration. Each mutant has cables attached. I may not know the nature of these machines, but it isn't too difficult to increase the voltage. Ah, this one. You hear the crackle of electricity, the wires glow with blue sparks, and the creatures locked in the cages drop lifelessly to the floor. The sharp tang of burned meat hangs in the air. That is that, then. You know what bothers me the most, rogue trader? The number of people here is too few. The lower levels of Simula Manufactorum are inhabited by tens of millions. What happened to the rest? Heinrich shakes his head. I know that we will not like the answer. But let's go. We still haven't done what we came here to do.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Yeah, already seen that description from a few different sources, so we don't need to worry about that.
This place is steeped in corruption, which means that it must be cleansed with fire down to the last crevice.
Sister, tame your fervor. Your zeal is laudable, but first I must ascertain the intentions of the archenemy, not crush his manifestations without a second thought.
Let us not do.
Same description for that one, same description for that one, and same description for that one. Okay. Oh, data vault. Oh, is this the one that we're supposed to find that was belonging to Theodora? Let's see here. The massive cogitator grows out of the metal bulkheads like a grotesque tumor, a hollow roar sounding from deep within the metal housing. Whatever spurred the computer to action, it has enough power to supply a small command center of the guard. As soon as your eyes fall upon it, you feel a tingling in your temples. Every nook, every component of the machine radiates a sense of wrongness, one that is difficult to explain but no less palpable for that. It is as though the construct itself defies the laws of physics and perspective. Heinrichs makes a warning gesture. His voice, ringing slightly with tension, is threaded with disquiet. Stop, Savani. That is a creation of the archenemy. Do not go near it. You have done enough for me in my mission. Do not put yourself at risk now. As soon as Heinrichs takes another step toward the cogitator, it emits a deafening shriek like hundreds of metal needles driving into toughened glass as though sensing the stranger. Wincing, Heinrichs approaches the control panel and bends down towards the screens. Despite the heat beginning to clog the room, you feel an ice-cold breeze. Heinrichs is clearly attempting to use his psyker abilities to try to fend off the pernicious effects of the Chaos artifact. The Omnissiah's grace has not touched this object. This mechanism was not desecrated, but born flawed and unnatural, iron, most profane. Pascal unhurriedly produces a data slate. Initiating observation log. Let not fear stand in the path of knowledge. I'll keep my distance. Heinrichs asked me, and he's shown remarkably good judgment so far on this planet compared to how he was on some of his early dialogue. A minute passes, then another. You watch Heinrichs examine the cogitator. His eyes scan the screens, his hands darting from the reel to the lever, sometimes hovering uncertainly over the next switch, which immediately receives a coating of frost. At some point you hear his voice, almost a whisper, barely audible above the clanging and roaring of the machine. Sacrifices. More and more sacrifices every minute. Heinrichs looks at you, his eyes darker now, appearing almost black upon his white face. Hecatomb determinans. The womb of this cursed machine is upon the lower levels. The auxiliary enumerator controls the system for delivering molten waste under the manufactorum's main building. This cogitator is fueled by the energy harnessed from thousands of people who are flowing beneath our feet as slag waste as we speak. I cannot even imagine the reason for sacrificing all of those people. It's inconceivable. Now we know why the Fabricator Sensor prized this monster so highly. The cursed tech priest and his associates created something that went beyond the limits of the Omnissiah's power. This machine is designed to process myriad possibilities utilizing warp sorcery. It is almost finished. This machine, it predicts the future, Sovani. It predicts the future. How is that even possible? Divination is a difficult task even for the most practitioned of psychers. Do not attempt to gain any insight into the essence of the machines corrupted by the archenemy. Not if you value your soul. I have encountered the heretical mechanical abominations before. To truly fathom their nature is to allow a particle of death into your heart and soul. Heinrichs is silent for a few moments. But the fruit they bear, no matter how abhorrent, the fruit they bear could be useful. Heinrichs' clouded gaze suddenly clears and he glares at the cogitator. No. No, the cult's filthy ravings are not worth that. What we can extract from its storage drives will be enough. Okay, so this is the one I heard about. This is the one specifically I heard about. Because the person blacked out the actual dialogue choices, they just left the iconoclast and heretical and they had a picture of this. So they didn't show any context. This is the one where supposedly, I don't know if they fixed it or not. But, if I remember correctly what I read, if you pick it, then there's a chance that there's a bug, and the iconoclast option will do the heretical stat check, or it'll count as being heretical, whereas if you pick heretical, it counts as iconoclast. But if you pick the decision is on you, and Heinrichs is already at this point, then he's going to take the iconoclast option, but it's going to actually count as iconoclast. So I'm going to do that. Ah, interesting. See, this was Ptolemy, I'm glad that you were able to bring up the other one, because this is the one that I saw everybody having problems with. But I'm going to go with this because he seems to have already decided on the iconoclast. Yeah, bugs into bugs. To be fair, from the sound of it, Kiava Gamma, and from what I've heard, certain parts of Act 3 are the most buggy, and a lot of the rest of it has gotten better over the last few months. So I'm hoping this is the last time we run into anything major. Failing that, I should probably go download the Toy Box mod so I've got some manner of debug capability in case we run into more issues. The problem with the Toy Box mod is it always tempts me to cheat. Alright, that's good to hear. I will place my trust in Heinrichs. The decision is on your conscience, Interrogator. Heinrichs vacillates for but another second, then shakes his head as though clearing away a mental fog. I almost succumb to the archenemy's old tricks. The lure of the unattainable, the primary of all traps that chaos sets for unwary souls. That's good to hear, Ptolemy. Also, yes, Heinrich's not blowing up everything on sight. Well, to be fair, he is an Inquisitor. And Inquisitors, there's a reason the Inquisitors run the gamut from the most puritanical of the puritanical all the way to the most radical of the radical. I just find it very interesting that you picking iconoclast options doesn't make Heinrichs more iconoclast, but it does make him more merciful in his dogmatism. I actually really like how they're writing again, it's the same thing with like Abelard. Abelard is very dogmatic when it comes to military procedure, but he's very iconoclast when it comes to his actual personal relations. Like, he actually connects with his officers. He actually cares about them as people and their advancement and their careers and things like that. Or, for example, Pascal, who quite honestly is riding the line between dogmatic and heretical because of the way he still views the Mechanicus' mission and wanting to uncover things, but is also more than willing to destroy anything that gets in the way of that mission. It's very nice that they've created a very unique moral system that really only works for 40k. And it's really good. And I really hope if we ever get more 40k CRPGs from Owlcat Games, that they continue with this line of reasoning and this kind of writing, because I really enjoy it. Heinrich's movements are exact and purposeful, unlike his earlier operation of the Cogitator. One after another, the Cogitator's screens begin to fade to black. The roar coming from within the machine quiets to a barely perceptible howl, in which you imagine you hear notes of dejection. Heinrich bends over the keys and flinches as if from an electric shock. His head snaps back unnaturally and you see his lips moving. The Cogitator lets out one final roar that begins to grow by the second. Oh. Of course it's a fucking demon of Tzeentch. Oh, it has a lot of health. Okay. Okay. Gonna set you up over here. Gonna set you up over here. Gonna set... Well, Abelard and Heinrich can stay right there. Thank you very much. There. Cassia, Screaming of Tzeentch. Okay, who can deal the most damage right now? We're going to go with...
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
that. Do that. Then we're going to set you on fire.
See to it personally.
Good damage. And we're going to inflame. Very nice. Look at that damage already. Fuck yes. Okay, and we're going to set up a front line. Oh, I'm sure. Because despite the initial, despite the initial claims from the tech what is his name? The Fabricator Sensor. This isn't a proper Forge world, which means they had to have shared authority with the governor. Which means if it got to this point, they fucked up bad. Now, whether that was due to incompetence or something else, I don't know, and I don't want you to tell me, Ptolemy. We'll find out. But, Jesus. I'm really starting to get the feeling that Theodora did not pick very good governors for most of her planets. I'm just saying. Yes. Oh, right. We also want to... Plus 11% damage with ranged attacks. We're going to go ahead and throw that on over here. And then we're going to... See, I really wish you could rotate these. It makes no sense that you can't. And we're going to warp curse him to deal more damage. There we go. Heinrich, go ahead, buff yourself up.
Lord Captain.
Then we're going to... Go ahead and throw the buff on everybody. Emperor. Here. Try to get to that opening without triggering an attack of opportunity. There we go. Cleave isn't going to do us any good. Psychic 4. Special attack counts as a major psychic power. Deals 2 times psi rating plus willpower bonus damage, though may trigger psychic phenomena. He has a power rating of 3, so that's 6 plus willpower bonus, which for him is 5, so that's 11 additional damage. But that is a very high That is 86 to 93. Oh, that is a lot. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use Purge Soul.
Let's see to it.
Oh shit, that counts as a... Okay, he dodged. I forgot. What? Oh, that was bullshit. Well, it is still, what is it called? Sanctic Demonology, don't forget. The Sanctic Discipline of the Psychers. So it is still a Psyker ability. Also, we are fighting a Demon of Tzeentch, so it doesn't surprise me that even using holy abilities causes the warp to continue to degrade. Doesn't surprise me at all, honestly. I guess we could do that. Actually, I don't know if that works against these.
Naturally.
Oh dear. Game. Heinrichs is somehow inside the target, and I do not know how.
Not sanctioned to do this.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Well. This just got very bad. Ow.
I won't go down easy.
We need to kill this thing very quickly. Sworn enemy.
Indeed.
Restless Strike. Is there anything else I can do? He has, what, 2 stacks of this right now? No reason to use that. No reason to use that. We'll go ahead and endure. There we go. And then we swing.
At your beck and call. Grey hair.
Good damage, good damage. Yep, he's gonna try to attack back. Should I? Yeah, I'm just gonna use that right now, while we still have a chance. Heinrichs, you'd be so kind as to move slightly further away. No, we don't want to use that. Anything else, Abelard? I don't think we can... No. Okay. Argenta. We need to fill this entire room with lead. Rapid fire. Oh, hey, Kato. Good to have you here. Not really a surprise Friday stream. I am really working on trying to integrate Friday into my scheduling as far as everything goes. So hopefully going forward, as I said, over the next few weeks, we will be getting consistent Friday streams. Also, I've really been wanting to play. I was honestly tempted to play yesterday if, because I have some real life stuff that I always have to do on Thursdays. I was kind of hoping the person would cancel just so that I'd be able to play more Rogue Trader yesterday and to help make up for missing some streams last week. Controlled shot. And then we're going to open fire. Yes. Yes. That one. That one.
Doubt is for the weak.
Open fire, Argenta. Oh, yeah, that's glorious. That's glorious. Oh, God, that's glorious. Oh, that is a heavy bolter. Oh, that is one hell of a heavy bolter. Ow! Holy... Oh, wait. You set me on fire. I get more psi rating when you set me on fire. Also, are you on fire? No, you're just melting. I don't even know what that means. Ethereal Flame. This flame warp attack decreases enemy deflection by 1. Oh. That's aggravating. Did it actually inflict burning? I can't tell. No, it inflicted melting. Oh, that's a shame. So I didn't get a bonus for it. That's bullshit. Shit, we can't see him from here. Let's see here. I'm gonna set you on fire. Then we're gonna do this. And set you on fire. Good. And then we're going to inflame. Very nice. And then we're going to make sure you can't turn the fire off. Did that just summon? Oh, he died and summoned a blue horror. Okay, that makes sense. That Herald of Zinch is going to be a problem. Pascal. Go ahead and throw that on there. And he's actually in a good position, all things considered. So we're just going to pop that for right now. Shoot him. Ah, of course. I'm going to go ahead and this, to at least try to do some damage to them. There we go. Can't do any of those. Can't do any of those. Done. Yep, try to hit the guy who's got massive amounts of parry. Just try it. Yep, I didn't think that was going to work. This is going to be a problem, though. Argenta, just hold out for me, would you? Ow. Cassia. Oh, of course. Why don't we... Point of curiosity. Draw them all towards Abelard, please. Thank you. Oh, that worked beautifully. Then we're going to... No, if I do that on her, she's not going to have points to prevent shooting my other guys. So instead, we will use Voice of Command on her to buff her and to give her some temporary wounds. Then we're going to throw the extra turn on my guy. I mean, I don't have any subs as far as I know, Kato, and I'm not actually entirely sure how to go about getting them set up. I think you have to have a certain number of followers before you're eligible to accept subs. I'd have to look into it. I mean, I'd love to start getting subs. That would be great. I'll be honest, I kind of jumped feet first into the whole streaming thing 2 months ago, and I still haven't set up alerts or anything. Like, I really need to take some time. Yeah, you have to become an affiliate, which means you have to hit a certain number of viewers and you have to hit a certain number of followers. So, I mean, if you know anybody who wants to give me a shot and give me a, you know, to watch some Rogue Trader and some other RPGs that I'll be doing in the future, then, you know, spread the word. I ain't gonna say no to more viewers. What were we doing? Right. Ignite? That's got a decent chance of killing him. But we actually really need to try and get rid of these things, so... Good. And then we inflame.
Good as done. Another enemy down.
Very nice. That ends that turn. Yeah, no, there's no way in hell that I can aim this properly. Instead, we're going to go ahead and... whose turn is going to be next? Pink Horror, then the blue Horror there, then the Herald of Zinj. Okay, so yes, we're going to move Cassia over here.
Give me strength.
And we're going to cast the Warp Curse on him. And force that to jump to some new targets. And turn. Yep, he's going to try to run. Good damage. Ow! I'm getting real sick and tired of that. Real sick and tired. Do I want the opening, or do I want to... No, that's going to count as a fucking attack of opportunity. We do not want to do that. We are going to give Abelard a damage buff. And then... No, that counts as a... Damn.
Let's see to it.
And then we're going to endure.
Lord Captain.
Wow, I keep forgetting to use that. Yep, he's gonna attack, do nothing.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Abelard continues to take hits like a champ. Going to mark
At your
you.
beck and call.
One enemy, reckless strike. Can I hit all three of them? Yes, I can. Sucks to be you. Abelard is amazing. I literally cannot envision a party that does not have Abelard in it. Like, he's tanky out of the box. He does decent damage. He has one of the most straightforward and effective heroic actions by just, oh yeah, he gets to use all of his action points on attacks. Like, he is that good. Can I use charge? Yes, I can. Very nice. Sweet. All right, you know the drill, Argenta. Rapid fire. Controlled shot.
Commands, I act.
Oh, actually, I didn't even need to do that. Or I can try to do that and try to kill both of them. Yeah, do that. Oh, so close. Did that guy literally... He survived with 4 wounds. Yes. That is... Wait. Oh, sorry. I didn't even notice that Kato asked about Space Marine 2. Yes, the plan right now is I'm going to be doing Rogue Trader. And then as soon as I have a stream day after the game is released, maybe even the day the game is released, if I can time it right, I will be doing Space Marine 2 because I have been looking forward to that for a long time. Now that said, I know there is currently an offer from them that if you pre-order, you get access to the game early. I am against pre-ordering as a concept. I don't think it's good for the industry. I think it has encouraged the worst aspects of game development, and it has actively encouraged just a variety of bad behaviors on that behalf of devs and publishers. I am not pre-ordering it. I am not getting access to it early. I understand that some people might not like that, but that's just going to be what I do. But the day that it's out, I will be buying it. I will be taking a... Yeah. I mean, there are far worse things that they could be offering Ptolemy, especially for something that is a majority single-player game. Day 1 DLC and the like, which I think they also still have, I think, 1 or 2 pieces of that, so it's already kind of iffy. There are far worse things they could be doing, but I am against pre-ordering on principle. I think the last time I pre-ordered a game was Elden Ring, and that was literally the week before it came out. And I think by then I had pretty much convinced myself that I was going to enjoy the game no matter what. Still not my best moment. I admit that. But I've been trying over the past few years to get better about absolutely not encouraging, as I said, one of the worst aspects of modern game development. That I do not think is good for how they do things. Do we want to... Yeah, just finish him off. Oh, believe me, I've done the same. I play Hearts of Iron 4, mainly mods of it, but still, and I used to be crazy into EU4 and Crusader Kings 2. Not the... Crusader Kings 3 is good, but I found I prefer smaller games in that. It was much more interesting to map paint in CK2. Whereas in CK3, I am enjoying more of the smaller scale kind of stories. Yeah, I know, Kato. Believe me, I know. I don't need to do anything else with that. And we're just going to shoot him. Pascal, thank you. Yep, he burnt to death. Makes things nice and easy. And we're going to go ahead and give Heinrichs the boost. I mean, to be fair, that was actually why I was very impressed with the Shadows of the Erdtree DLC that came out for Elden Ring. And I think FromSoft missed a great opportunity to say, no, this is not a DLC. This is an expansion pack. We need to return to the days of expansion packs.
Naturally.
We need to return to the days where things were actually completed before they were put out. Okay, we're actually done with that combat encounter. That actually went far better than I thought. Would have been hilarious if I'd managed to kill that Screamer of Tzeentch on the first turn, though. That would have been funny as hell. Heinrich stares at the smoldering ashes of the demon, and then at the destroyed cogitator. The furrow on his brow slowly smooths. His face looks almost contented. The creation of chaos is no more. I hope the Fabricator Censor did not have time to pass on the secrets of this foul creature to his associates. And I hope that the survivors down on the lower levels can hold on until we liberate Kiava Gamma. I saw something happen to you, Heinrichs. What happened when you touched that machine? Heinrichs jerks his head and waves away the question, his movements sharp and unnatural. We can speak about it later, Lord Captain. As for right now, Heinrichs' eyes settle on you. I must thank you, Savani. Without your help and cooperation, I doubt I would have reached the depths of this place in Kiava Gamma and learned the truth behind my agents' dispatch and reports. I would never have ended up here, and I would never have succeeded in hampering the cult's activities so. Dare I hope, esteemed interrogator, that your keen interest in this Von Valentius world has been satisfied? Abelard, we are quite literally in the middle of a massive heretical uprising. We are not done here, my dude. Not by a long shot. I mean, I appreciate it that, yes, we have found one of the major points of problems that we're dealing with right now, but Abelard, look around us. There is flesh growing out of the walls. Oh, apart from the fact that the world is still seized by the archenemy's corruption, thank you, Heinrich. Its populace infected with heresy, yes, and the once sacred machines of its manufactorum have been turned into weapons against humanity, yes, quite satisfied. Ooh. Oh, we've got an Inquisitor with a sense of humor. This is the most dangerous thing in the galaxy. My business on Kiava Gamma is concluded, and it is time to return to the mission that brought you to the industrial world. The only thing I'll ask of you is an audience when we return to your ship. Heinrich bows his head, signaling the conversation is over.
I always
Very nice.
keep my options open.
Ooh, and we're halfway to level 27. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, so that's it. No loot in here, that's a shame, but we'll take it. Let's go. Servitor buddies, you didn't follow me inside. That's a shame, because you guys would have been really helpful. To be fair, they are servitors. For all we know, they would have walked inside and immediately gotten absorbed by the flesh mounds, so, we'll take what we can get.
Is there money to be
Okay.
made?
Actual progress being made. Let's go. Let's see what we've got here. Uh-oh. Where does this lead? Where does... No, seriously, where does this lead?
This could be an
Oh.
opportunity.
Okay, can't go that way just yet. And... Oh, okay, hold on. Hold the phone.
I will lead us to fortune.
The Emperor sets my path.
Magenta, if you'd be so kind, blow up that barrel right there. There we go.
Keep your wits about you.
Ah. Oh, what is this? Hold on. Let's get this dealt with.
Never doubt me.
And actually, Kato, now that I think about it, yeah, if we were in a day and age where there was very little Day 1 DLC or no DLC, Day 1 DLC, and a game did come out where it's just like, yeah, it's a mostly single-player game, and you get it for a few days free if you pre-order. That would actually be a great pre-order. It actually would, unironically. Like, it's not a... yeah, it has a multiplayer component, but I honestly don't care about the multiplayer, the same way I didn't care about Space Marine 1's multiplayer. As far as the single-player experience goes, like, it's not going to affect anything. If you want to stream it, I would imagine they'd probably ask you to wait for the actual general release, though I could be wrong. There might be people who are going to stream it the second they get the pre-order. But I mean, in general, yeah, in a perfect world, a early access because you pre-ordered would be a great thing, especially for a single-player game to just enjoy the experience. But because we live in insane Day 1 DLC pre-order bonus unfinished game world, it's a bit shitty. It's a bit shitty, honestly.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
This large device is a cargo lift used for transporting parts. Okay. I don't know why that required a check. I don't want to... hold on. We're gonna save. Exactly. The cyber guard accepts the access codes and sets mysterious mechanisms in motion. I'm going to assume that that's progress, so we're going to double back here and find out what else is around here. Why do I feel like that's something that you can drop? I don't like that. It looks too prominent.
Always keep your eye on the price.
I am registering unconventionally high efficiency for the unit Cassia Orselio, relative to her limited experience. The unit status is being...
Yeah, that's true, Ptolemy.
Knowledge is the key to everything, is it not, esteemed Magos? I learned this wisdom from your fellow priests, and it has helped me many times.
Now, to be fair, I think there are still some games where that doesn't really apply. A lot of first-person shooters, you don't have to worry too much about, especially if you're like me and you're a single-player shooter. You know, you're playing the single player of the shooter. Most shooters are not buggy messes by any stretch of the imagination, and can usually be bought pretty safely if you want to experience them as quickly as possible. Yeah. Well, and let's be honest, it's the live service model, Ptolemy. Because in a live service model, waiting 6 months might be, like, those first 6 months might be the most enjoyable and fun parts of the game. Take a look at Helldivers 2 right now. I know I enjoyed the first couple months of Helldivers, and then the whole thing with the PSN Sony situation blew up, and I deleted it and never looked back. Then they went back on that, did better, then Sony dropped the ball again by basically trying to backdoor the PSN requirement, and now you can't go anywhere in regards to Helldivers 2 without seeing the constant drama between the community and the developers. So that's sort of the worst thing, is that the live service model not only incentivizes wanting to be in the game from day one, but that even with the bugs and issues, the best time to play the game might be that honeymoon period of the first, 3, 4, 5 months. I mean, even a lot of MMOs kind of have this problem. Like, every time WoW drops an expansion, their numbers spike for, 3 to 4 months. And then people remember why they quit WoW. I'm probably in the same boat. I think their new expansion launches today, tomorrow, something in the next few days. I'll probably play a little bit off of stream, and I'll just be like, oh yeah, this is cool. This is nostalgic. And then 2 to 3 months from now, I'll be like, ah, right. This is why I stopped playing WoW. Right. But at least with live service games, it's a bit of a cycle, And there's enough live service games out there that you can kind of switch between them as needed. But if a single player game completely fucks up, and is a buggy mess and doesn't get fixed, oh, well, I mean, say goodbye to that production studio. A desecrated altar to the Omnissiah. The purity seals have been torn off, the data slates of sacred codes shattered, and some of the teeth on the gear adornments broken off. I'm worried now. Maybe that isn't progress. Hold on. We're going to double back. We're going to double back. We're going to double back. I don't think that was progress. I think this is someplace we need to go. This is someplace extra. Or, oh God, I don't like this. Quick save. Oh. Oh, storage room. Loot. Give me loot. Give me all of the loot. Yes. Oh. A flamer digi-weapon? Oh. Oh, game, you're being so nice to me. A marvelous compact weapon in the form of a ring that allows the wearer to fire a single stream shot once per combat. Oh, that is nice. It's not even that much, but if it can apply burning to an additional enemy, I'll take it. Plus, I've still got a gear slot open for this one anyway, so... Yay!
I'm at your service.
When the faithful are
I know how to take risks.
Ah, very nice. Hopefully that doesn't count as a normal attack, and I can use that in addition to an attack in order to catch more things on fire.
This explorator is blessed with
Multifunctionality. Yes, Pascal, we know. We know you are multifunctional. I swear that voice line gets read more times than just about anything else. Oh, my nose keeps stuffing up. Hate that. Okay, so yes, that was not progress. That was just loot. I should have gone there first. Now we're making progress. Okay. What's down here? Oh, that's the other side of... Oh. I feel stupid. I don't suppose there's anything down here. Nope, nothing. Alright. I don't like that there's an explosive barrel there. I don't like how open this area is, either. Lower warp. And... not seeing anything up there. Okay, double back this way. Let's keep moving. Okay. That should be my characters.
I always get the job done.
The eerie-looking makeshift structure is obviously an altar to Tzeentch, amidst the revolting totems and twisted symbols dedicated to the chaos god of change. You notice a string of 9s burned to the metal surface.
I always keep my options open.
It's a tech priest over there. The crucified body had all of its augmetics removed. Judging by the abundance of blood, they were ripped out when the tech priest was still alive. Oh, shit. Quick save. What are we looking at here? Oh. Oh, that actually looks really cool. I forgot how cool... See, I like the Mechanicus' art style. I can't stand their in real life models just because I know I can't paint that much detail. I started with Space Marines for a reason. It's because big armor panels are easy to paint. Mechanicus models intimidate the hell out of me, but goddamn in 3D do they look cool. The Ruststalker looks very good. Immense. Wait, why do I recognize that name? Why do I feel like I should recognize that name? Is that a name or is that a title? Oh. The tech priest tears himself away from reading his data slate and looks up at you. His respiratory augmetic is missing. Instead, the lower half of his face is covered in deathly pale artificial flesh. You take note of the multitude of fresh augmetics attached to his head. They seem to have been inserted haphazardly, pus seeping from untreated wounds. Hey, that's perfectly fine, Ptolemy. I mean, I got started with Dawn of War back in the day before I bought any of the models. I was a big fan of that, and I found the books in my local library well before I bought anything in an actual Games Workshop store. I heard your footsteps in the void. You are von Valentius, are you not? Pascal exchanges a series of Beneric signals with the tech priest before saying menacingly, initiating arrest procedure. This unit is using a fabricated identity code which constitutes a grade 4 transgression. Oh, right, Demence Hanneman. This is the guy who has the same last name as Pascal. That's where I remember it from. Identify yourself, tech priest. His white and lifeless lips stretch into a smile. My name is Demence Hanneman. I believe it is familiar to you. This statement is false. This unit stands accused of identity theft. I imagine identity theft would actually be a major problem for the Mechanicus. Why does that sound... Why does that sound exactly like something Mechanicus would do? Yes, one of our capital crimes is identity theft. I'm guilty of many things, but not the transgression you speak of. I have stolen nothing from you, my tech comrade, unlike many others who have indeed robbed you. Yeah, I saw a lot of crossover early on between the Helldiver 2 and the Grim Dank and Warhammer 40k meme community. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I shall give you a single chance, heretic, to explain why you are using the name of another. Another? I have the right to bear this name. It is my humble inheritance which I received from Archmagos Amanat mispronouncing that bloody thing. To renounce it is to betray his ideals. The blessed Amanat taught us that the cycle must be discontinued, and it seems I have become his best student. Now I aspire to know all, comprehend all, as is the Omnissiah's will. Blasphemy! Should you continue these sacrilegious mentions of sacred litanies and heretical perversions of the blessed Amanat's philosophy, you will be destroyed. You wish to sound outraged, but I sense your curiosity. I understand, for knowledge is intoxicating. This craving for new knowledge gnaws at me as well, but be patient. I am deciphering a great mystery, and my name became the start of the key. I analyzed the archives and found it in places where it should not be. Hanneman, Hanneman, Hanneman. I kept seeing this marker upon the traces of a great plot, of the deception created by Archmagos Amanat. No sound mind is capable of such twisted cunning, but my mind was no longer sane. It should no longer stay within the narrow confines of the norm. Each new discovery loosened the imperatives of obedience and granted ever greater freedom. I developed. I avoided the traps of the maimed hunter who seeks to hide the truth. But words mean little. Do you want me to show you the truth? His pale lips spread into a smile. Yeah, no, I'm thinking not indulging this guy. My iconoclasm is saying, no, you're too far gone, dude. You've literally been ripping shit out of your body in order to placate chaos. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say no. Pascal, do you have any preferences regarding the killing of your former tech comrade? Pascal switches to Technolingua, his vox erupting in a series of binaric signals. There is no need for secrecy. Let him understand. The heretic nods in your direction with a smile. Pascal glances at you with worry and says in Gothic, his voice doubtful, "Following a voluntary surrender, I will be willing to commute the punishment from immediate destruction to arrest and isolation for the purposes of conducting an exhaustive interrogation." Doesn't that violate some protocol or not? Indeed, tech comrade. Does it not violate the dogma of purity? Pascal says nervously, your possible familiarity with matters related to the fate of the blessed Amanat justifies this violation. Ooh, this is a toughie. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. How do we want to handle this with Pascal? Because, I mean, I want him to find Amarnat as well. We need to figure out what's going on with this guy. If Amarnat is still loyal to the Imperium, then he needs to be found because some of his followers have gone crazy. If he's not loyal to the Imperium, then he needs to be found because he's going around quite literally spreading Chaos Mechanicus teachings all over the place. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. Also, this means we'll have 3 people named Hanneman on our ship. I'm sure nothing bad can come from this. If you think it best, Pascal. The heretic's deranged smile remains on his dead lip. Request denied, tech comrade. You will have to pull what I know from my head. Oh, well that made things easy. Here I was worried that I was going to have to actually make a decision. In an RPG, never. Heinrichs. Abelard. Me. Actually, me. No. Me. Argenta. And Pascal. Start the battle. Oh boy. He's got a lot of health. If I do that, I can hit those 3. Ooh, hold on. Let me see. Ooh, the corrupted Rust Stalker goes first. Okay, yeah, we're gonna send out Abelard first then. Voice of command.
If I may.
Abelard. If I go here and then use charge. Yes.
I will do my duty.
Yep, I do not want that thing closing in on me. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this. And then we're just gonna go ahead and pop this because he's gonna need the extra deflection. Then... Oh. We're going to go ahead and cast her Warp Gaze on him to start increasing damage, and that'll start bouncing to other enemies. Also going to go ahead and... I don't like that. I really don't like that. We'll set it up there just so Pascal benefits from it. And then we'll set up a front line over here.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
There we go. Servitor buddies. I don't think they're gonna actually get there in time, but they'll at least draw fire. Oh, wait, what? He didn't... Oh, he stunned him! Ah! Ha, 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 ha. Abelard stunned him. Oh. Oh no, Servitor buddy. We need to save him. I want to try and keep these guys alive all the way to the end, because why not? If I move there, and then... Yes, we can inflict some damage that way. So... We're going to run her out here. Then we're going to rapid fire. This better count my servitor buddies as my allies, or I'm going to be really upset. Yes, it does. Good. Oh, God, look at that. That was beautiful. Just pound the living shit out of him. Wait, he gets to go again? What the hell? No, servitor buddy. How the hell did he get 2 turns out of that?
Let's make it quick.
Oh no, he's got a Oh. Scrap code melee protocols. What does that do? Nope, dodge that. Good. Right. Why is Heinrich's going last? This is kind of aggravating, because I needed him to move so I could start moving up. This'll do.
I have strategy.
And then we're going to set you on fire.
See to it personally.
Good. Good damage. Oh, it doesn't count as an attack. Oh, that is nice. That is very nice. Then we're going to inflame. So you can't turn off the fire. Or no, orchestrate flames. This is inflame.
Who, if not me?
Which we're going to cast now. Yes. And then we're going to run and gun so that I can set you on fire again. Yes, Ptolemy, the heavy bolter is good. Oh, yeah. We're burning him alive. Turn. Heinrichs, you'd be so kind. We can have Pascal deal with that servo skull. I want you on this combat servitor.
Get me a target.
Get over there.
Let's
Puff
see.
yourself up.
For the throne, the Inquisition sends their regards.
I keep forgetting to use all of his abilities. I keep forgetting to use all of his fucking abilities. All right. We're going to use that. Then we're going to use that. And then we're going to swing. Oh, yeah. And he's still stunned, so he can't even do anything. Glorious. Pascal. Go ahead and... know where I can go that's going to actually allow him to... What the 0%? What the frick? Alright, move over here then.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Should move over here. Then you're going to analyze enemies on him. And then I want you to shoot 51%? It has a 2% dodge. What is going on here? Its agility is 18. I have Oblivion Flame, repair protocol, reject the flame. There is nothing. Oh, chance to hit this creature is reduced by 50%. Okay. That's on me. That's entirely on me. So, pop that. We're gonna pop that. There we go. Kill him, please. Pop. Oh, we're gonna go ahead, pop some additional stats on him. Then we're going to... Don't want to do that. We're going to set you on fire. Glorious. And then we're going to inflame again.
You never stood a chance.
Oh yeah, there we go. He's down. Cassia, if you'd be so kind, go ahead and use... Held in my gaze, prevent him from leaving. There we go. Servitor buddy. Swing. Oh, good damage, man. Good damage. Yes. Teach that Rust Stalker who's boss. We'll go over here. I do want her still in cover, because that guy does still have a heavy melta, so, or a melty melta, so I do not want him being able to shoot both of us. And then the usual rapid fire, controlled shot. 2%. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Game is being weird with its combat. Like, that was much better than they... Slice! Yeah, he's still gonna get a shot off, but hey, we tried. That's fine. Servitor buddy! Servitor buddy! Go, servitor buddy! Oh, it's my turn. Do that, and then that.
I'll see to it personally.
Set him on fire. There we go. Nice and simple. Pascal stands motionless as he stares at the heretic's corpse. After a long silence, he finally says in a hollow voice, I am taking his neurocogitator. The data contained within must be analyzed to supplement the catechism of maintenance and operation. Pascal, I would advise against it. It may be dangerous. Request denied. The value of the data justifies the risk. Pascal leans over the corpse, activates the sampling tool on one of his mechadendrites, and plunges it into the tangle of augmetics covering the heretic's skull. Alright, I hope you know what you're doing.
Keep your wits about you.
What else was on this guy's corpse? A mesoplattern plasma gun and a portable cogitator. Okay. Well, look at that. Both of those are things that Pascal would want. There we go. Now we've got... That is so much better. Look at that. 11 to 15 with 35% versus 20 to 30 with 55%. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's a proper plasma gun. And we're going to go ahead and grant him the plus 10 bonus to logic. It occurs to me, do his robes... They're probably still worse. Let me see here. He's at 55. Yeah, that goes down to 41. Shame. I'm hoping his robes get upgraded, because the idea that it gets additional armor from his logic rank is pretty good. And he gets a bonus to tech use when he's got it on. Plus, I like companions that have unique pieces of equipment for themselves. A mismatch of steel wire and augmentations shaped by some madman into an unknown and frightening monstrosity. Servitor buddies. I don't know if I'll be able to keep all of you alive, but I will try.
Or get left in the dust.
What is this? The curved parts appear foreign compared to the many orderly geometry of the manufactorum. The many holes and fasteners indicate that each component serves as but a single part of some larger, wicked design. There we go. Let's go over here and grab these. Yep, just the usual. What is this? Oh, The wearer's melee attacks made against enemies under the effect of the exposed weakness decrease enemy strength and agility by 10. I mean, if you were doing a melee operative, I guess that makes sense. Operative into assassin with a melee build. But both of my frontliners with melee weapons are warriors, so that's probably not going to be useful for them. Exposed weakness is also not quite as good for Pascal, given that he can just stack the frickin' or wait, is it? Yeah, he stacks the analyze. Exposed weakness is its own thing. What is this?
An expected result.
Oh, wait. Oh my god, this is past the steam vents. Oh my god, well that makes things easier.
Experience.
Always
Nothing
keep
matters
your eye
more.
on the prize.
Okay, okay. So we're done this way. We can head up this way, right? Yes. 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 A quick save again. Looks like we're clear on this end. Not seeing anything. Move the obstacle.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Oh, there's stuff over here. Hold on. What the? Manual valve. Sacred instructions for manually activating the good machines of the Omicide.
Let us not do
Okay. Oops. Some more. Yep. Heretical trophies. I mean, that is pretty much this game in a nutshell, Ptolemy. I do remember when this game first came out and people were like, here's how you clear every combat encounter through this combination of abilities and Argenta armed with a heavy bolter. Every time you use these abilities in this sequence, she will just keep dealing more and more damage to every single enemy that you fire her at. Oh, more heretical trophies. Might have a lot of those after this. I'm really hoping we'll be able to turn those in for a good amount of a reward. I don't like it when I don't know which door is progress and which door is exploration. That's the car brake. We don't want to release that just yet, because there was something else over here. What is this?
Operation successful.
The car is filled with refuse, broken pieces of spare parts, chopped up lumps of flesh, bits of wire, and lots of other
Is there
rubbish.
money to be made?
Okay, so quick save. Release the car brake. Oh. Where's it going? What? What did that do? Oh, that allowed us to... Wait. Okay. I think I follow what it was doing. Okay. Is that how we open the door over here? Or... Oh. Hold on. What is this? Oh, shit. Also, we didn't really get a chance to, Poor Abelard. Hey, Abelard, I'm gonna pull this switch. Wait, Lord Captain, don't do that. Although the mental image of Abelard suffering leg and brain injury and the cart just, like, derailing would be kind of funny. I just want to admire this for a second. I like the detail they've added for the Chaos Space Marines. Very true to the models. Very true to the models. Especially for the word bearers. Do we want to go after him first? I'm glad I brought my servitor buddies. They're probably going to be
Always
real
keep
helpful
your
with
eye on
this.
the prize.
Let me... Okay, hold on. Oh. Find within the primordial truth the strength and power to deliver retribution unto those who kept you blind. Sated with its divinity, manifest the will of the true gods to strike down the non-believers.
Miscalculations are for commoners.
Yeah,
Don't make
I
mistakes.
think we're gonna
I'll
just
make
set
profitable
you
work
on
with
fire.
experiences.
Oh, wait, actually, you know what?
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers.
Oh,
was
shit, that
blossoming
triggered the
nearby.
encounter. Fuck. I was
A
hoping to get a
child
shot
was
off on him, but
saved
if
from
it's a...
death
No, if it's a cutscene, it wouldn't have allowed me to fire. Argenta!
Begging and sobbing and howling.
I love the voice actress's performance on that line. I hate that she says it almost every other time I click on her because it's so long. The Chaos Space Marine towers over the Tech Priest cultist's bowed heads like a dark cliff. He's reciting a sermon, slowly, almost chanting. From the mere sound of his deep, low voice, you break into a cold sweat and feel your gorge rise. Listen, for my words reveal to you a path from the darkness unto primordial truth, which has thrown open its gates for wayward souls seeking deliverance from the shroud of lies and torments of the enslaved. Your minds have shed the bonds of dogma that have guided you to the abyss. Accept now the hope granted to you by the greatest of the word-bearers. Sacrilege upon the soil of an imperial world. Heinrichs hisses through gritted teeth. I knew our meeting on Rykad Minoris wouldn't be the last, but to run into this anathema here. Kiava Gamma did not merely succumb to heresy, Solani. Your world is in the clutches of the greatest evil known to man. Pascal gazes at his former brethren and whispers dryly, the new sphere signature of the defective units has been archived. In accordance with the sacred commandments, I will tolerate no heresy and hereby sentence you to categorical disposal without redemption. Yeah, no, it's a word bearer. I mean, we're not listening to this. Death to the Chaos Spawn. The Chaos Space Marine roars in fury as the Tech Priests turn and charge you.
I'll make an example out of you.
Okay, tough cultist, tough cultist. Oh boy. Oh, they're all meleeers. And he, of course, isn't. God damn it. Alright, Cassia there. Argenta here. Pascal here. Abelard. Get right up in their fucking face, if you would please. Heinrichs, I'll have you on the flank. Oh, it's a good thing I walked up this side. Fuck. Jesus. Servitor buddies, yeah, we're gonna need your help with this one, I actually think. Okay. Oh. Also, I love how these guys are supposed to be former tech priests, and they all look like a bunch of... half of them look like a bunch of corrupted Kriegsmen. Alright, how do we want to do this? Point of curiosity would make a lot of sense. We can get almost all of them.
To being ordered around.
There we go. Then we're going to go ahead, give you a bonus. And we're going to give you another turn.
Is this a job for the serfs?
And we're going to... oh, I can use this to set them on fire. Oh. And it doesn't count as my attack. Yes. Oh, that's glorious. Which we'll go with this one. Perfect. Perfect. Then we're going to Firestorm to hit all of them. Perfect. That sets all of them on fire. Cassia, become immobilized until the start of the navigator's next turn. Then I'm going to use Zone of Fear to force all of them to move. Spread them out. Lastly, we're going to set up a frontline zone right here. Oh good, it's my turn again. So you're on fire, you're on fire, you're on fire. We're going to go ahead and set you on fire. Then we're going to run and gun. Set you on fire. And then we're going to trigger damage on all of them. Oh, that is beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. All of you will burn. Burn in the everlasting hellfire.
You never stood a chance.
Hey, servitor buddies. I might have been wrong, actually. I might not need you for this. Oh, that is glorious. Okay, target the Chaos Space Marine. So, hey, yeah, Chaos Space Marine, buddy, my dude, my guy. Abelard has a Thunder Hammer. I don't care that you're wearing power armor.
Target well struck.
I don't even care.
Gray hair, sure hand. At
Then
your
we're gonna
beck
do
and
this.
call.
Yeah, I know. Well, to be fair, we also upped his stats slightly, but yeah, I've already dropped his armor quite heavily thanks to my fire abilities, which is working out absolutely amazing. Argenta, actually, you really don't have many places to shoot right now, so I was honestly really worried there.
Move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
To be fair, we did get lucky. This setup was perfect for how I have my my Pyromancer built, because by using Cassia to bring them all into a single point and being able to use Firestorm to hit all of them, I was able to just trigger the fire effect on everybody. Rapid fire. Controlled shot. Now, if you'd be so kind as to just put rounds downrange on that Space Marine. Oh. I love how Argenta keeps almost killing people. Hey, Giovanni, good to see you. Good to see you. Servitor buddies. Heinrichs. I guess. I think that guy will actually die from the fire damage now that I think about it. So we're just going to move over here. Heinrichs, you're the interrogator. You're the representative of the God Emperor's Holy Inquisition. I'll give you the kill on this, word bearer. Go ahead, buddy. Very nice. Pascal. Can you even hit him? You can. So we're just going to go ahead and pop this. Pop this. Make sure we've got this, so we've got maximum hit chance. And then we're going to shoot him. Glorious. Okay, before anybody moves,
I'm restless. What deeds await us?
please disarm this.
I better myself.
There we go.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
What were you guys carrying? Basic equipment? Basic equipment. Carapace armor. Some chain axes that I do not need. A bolter that is heretical only. And doesn't even look that good. Huh? Yeah, it's literally just a heretical bolter. It's not even got anything special. Yep, that can go. And lastly, the Arch Strategist Mantle. All bonuses from the wearer's combat tactics areas are increased by 5% for 1 round if the wearer uses a stratagem different from the one used before, or if none were used before. Unfortunately, as much as I took her for Grand Strategist, I really just give her Navigator ability, so this really doesn't matter.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh, I need a drink. Ah, much better. Alright, what is this? Beep boop. Oh, okay, okay. So I think that means that's progress. So let's see what's in this door over here. Open it up. That is literally a skull coming out of the wall. What is in here?
I always
Oh,
keep my
this place is
options open.
still intact. Fuel, ship components, Mechanicus creations. Is this the secret one that we were looking for? Let's go ahead and quick save. Let me see here. The cogitator looks dead. Only a single lit lumen shows that there is life within this machine. Bring the Electu to the scanner. Several lumens light up on the panel. You hear distinct clicks and the cogitator goes quiet, clearly having fulfilled its purpose. Ooh. Ooh. Loot stash? Is it a loot stash? Did it break? About to say, come on.
What do we have here?
There we go. The door's pneumatic actuators have obviously failed. Can now only be opened manually by finding a suitable valve. Ah, so that's why we There we go. Ba, ba, ba. What are you talking about, Ptolemy?
Is there money to be made?
Oh, there's a bomb in there. Of course there is. How do we...
Cast your eye there.
Why did that show a thing on... Hold on, hold on.
When the faithful are
Do you require an audience?
Game, what is going on with this? And why was there a flash? Why can I not...
join me in prayer.
Hold on.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
Why can I not disable this? Hold on. Thick layer of dust is a telltale sign the place has had very few visitors. Despite that, you can see a faint footprint that was left by whoever came here first. Why can't I disarm this? Okay, hold on.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
Are you talking about Rogue Trader got nominated for the VXF awards? I wasn't...
Let us not
I'm not
go
following. No, no, don't step on the goddamn... game. Scaring the shit out of me. What is this? Okay. The device, which bears an odd resemblance to both a cogitator and a furnace, reacts to your presence with a faint blink of its lights and an inscrutable binaric signal. The towering furnace wreathed in scarlet light fills you with awe. As you approach, the heavy thrum... Oh, yeah. Well, it's a CRPG, so I really don't care. The graphics are not what I'm looking for. To be fair, it used to even be worse. I remember at the very beginning when the game came out, Pyromancy didn't have any animations. Like, your character just pointed at something, and then the enemy fell over dead or had a burning effect applied to them. It didn't have the firestorm explosion. It didn't have the molten beams beam, wasn't very big. It looked horrible. You can get by with having poor graphics as long as your animations and art design are at least capable of conveying the feeling of what you're trying to portray. Pyromancy and flamer weapons were absolutely dog shit at the very beginning when this game came out because the animations and art for them sucked. The graphics didn't have to be good, they just had to be passable, and they weren't even that. Yes, the art design is really good. You can make up for having older graphics or less fidelity graphics with really good art design. Pretty much any game that has a more cartoony kind of style feel to it does this. I mean, Team Fortress 2 has been riding on an engine that's almost 20 years old at this point, and it's not saying that it looks great, but it looks pretty timeless. Like, when you see Team Fortress 2, you know it's Team Fortress 2. In that regard, I think Warhammer 40k has a very big advantage because 40k has such a distinct gothic art style and a distinct presence in its art style that as long as you can transfer that well, and I think Alcat did an amazing job for the most part, then people will know what you're trying to convey. The towering furnace wreathed in scarlet light fills you with awe. As you approach, the heavy thrum of ancient servo motors erupts from the machine's depths along with the crackling binaric undertones. The dust-covered keys are illuminated by a faint, pale glow. Oh. Input the code to disable the traps. There we go. Input the code to disable the gas supply. And request Theodora's data. Rumbling builds up in the bowels of the furnace, growing stronger apace with the sound of the ancient motors. The rumble is echoed by the screeching of metal gears and the clanging of unknown mechanisms. Slowly, hesitantly, the creation of the Adeptus Mechanicus disgorges a databank engraved with the coat of arms of House von Valancius. Storage device discovered in a hidden chamber. The data cane has been securely encrypted. Ah, so we're gonna have to go back to the ship in order to get that looked at, most likely.
What get left in the dust?
Is there anything else here? Let me see. This old research cogitators are underpowered. Yep, okay. Nothing else here? Nothing else here. Interesting. I cannot wait to find out what frickin' Theodora was trying to hide. I've got a bad feeling it's not going to turn out well for us when we find out, but I can't wait to find out.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Argenta?
Pay attention.
Oh.
The Emperor favors me today.
How close are we? We are almost leveled up. I doubt we'll level up before we get to the final confrontation, unless this planet is bigger than I thought. Which it very well could be. I mean, I know they can't just have naked bodies on here, but it is kind of hilarious to imagine that, oh, well, the Chaos Cultists impaled these people, but at least they let them have a little bit of dignity. They didn't, you know, strip them nude before they did it. What a very respectable... obviously, this particular cult of Dark Mechanicus is not a big fan of Slaanesh, right? Because they left the people that they impaled their underwear.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
God, that's dark. Oh, well, that looks like the boss. And we did manage to... Well, servitor buddies, I don't know if you'll survive this, but you have served me well. And hopefully, at the very least, you'll take a couple of shots for me, because holy shit, this is a lot of guys with guns. And that guy is big. Oh, okay. Is there anything... I don't think there's anything weapon-wise that helps with any of this. We're going to keep the Mastercraft Power Maul, Chain Axe. We keep one of everything. Yeah, but Goro, you want some nudity? Permit. It's even weird because you could just give them Barbie doll anatomy, and given the low fidelity on some of the textures, no one would be able... Well, I say no one would care. No one who actually plays the game and actually enjoys the universe would care. But you know there would be somebody out there who would throw a hissy fit over it. There absolutely would be. No, that's Argenta's. We're going to keep that because I keep imagining that that's going to have something to do with her quest, and I don't want to get rid of it. That is a Meltagun, but it's worse than that, so we can actually go ahead and add that to cargo. Keep that as a backup. I don't remember that one. Hold on. Let me see here. The first use of an attacking navigator power per turn does not set the power on cooldown, does not count towards the attack limit. Second use of the power or use of a different attacking navigator power at the same turn deals an additional damage, plus damage to the navigator. Allies targeted by navigator powers gain a +7 bonus to all their characteristics until the end of the navigator's next turn. Problem is, I don't think that applies to her command abilities, so it's not really that useful for her. And I'd rather have the willpower bonus and damage bonus from her others. So we're going to go ahead and add that to there. I don't think I have anybody who uses an Inferno pistol. We're going to add that to cargo. Same with the Hotshot Las pistol. Add to cargo. Abelard is going to be staying with the Thunderhammer, so we don't need that either. Civitas Autogun hasn't been very useful. No, I like that one better. So we're going to add that to cargo. The Noble Sword. Oh, that one's good. Noble Sword is good. Add to cargo. Keep those as some backup. 9 to 11 with 40%. 10 to 13 with 30%. Needle Rifle, Shuriken. The Assault Lasgun. Staff of Blood. It is Biomancy. I might put that on him as a backup. Is a 5 plus Psyker result with a power level 5 plus Psyker's resolve, which is... Oh, that's power level 11. That's pretty good. That gives 15 willpower. That gives 15 willpower and 10 fellowship. Actually, yeah, that's probably better for him. I'm gonna go ahead and get that. We don't need that anymore. Add that to cargo. That can be added to cargo. I think we're good on that right now. Those can be added to cargo. God, I'm gonna have to go through all of this at some point and just see what I don't need anymore. Got some backup grenades. I'm gonna go ahead and give him some frag grenades instead. Cassia. That doesn't do her any good. +4 to MP, +4 to AP. But then it reduces it. No, that's not going to help. That's not going to help. We'll give her a stun grenade, so that seems useful to her. We'll go ahead and give her a crack grenade. 2 frag grenades. Force grenade. blinding grenade. I like him having the blinding grenades. We'll go ahead and give him crack grenades instead. Genta. He's good there. Abelard. He's good. I've got these. I love how you can just waste spots on your character with a servo skull, another servo skull, and a frickin' cherub. We'll keep the fire grenades. I should use those more because that can set multiple enemies on fire. Okay. I'm going to give one more hard save. It's time for the boss.
I always keep my options open.
That is a Forge Fiend. Oh, shit. Alright, hold on. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of talking here. Alright, wet my whistle. Upon noticing you, Cubus Delphim straightens. You hear the clanging and groaning of metal as if the pistons and bearings in the Fabricator Sensor's augmented body have fused together. Repellent scrapes and screeches punctuate his speech. You... The probability of navigating your way, of reaching the inner line was negligible. The primordial truth guards me and my work. Why is it that this variable has yet to be eliminated? I would like to throw it in his face a bit. We have already cut down that brute of a heretical Astartes, brainwashed you and your underlings. Now it is your turn. Cubus Vox emits a sound distorted by static, a semblance of spiteful laughter. The granter of truth who opened my eyes is far from this world. His son may have fallen, but his work will be completed. I have seen the strange constructions upon the lines of your manufactorum. What mad machines do you seek to create here? Steel creations destined to serve the designs of truth. See the elegance of their form, their flawless ergonomics. They are but mere shells. True perfection fills them when they are instilled with the spark of life and granted purpose, to bring their wrath upon the heads of the apostates. Once this army is assembled. But why waste words? You will see for yourself a modicum of the splendor that is in store for the Coronis Expanse. The Fabricator Sensor straightens his back and shoulders. You hear a mounting hum as if from powerful turbines, followed by heavy footsteps and the grinding of metal upon metal. Oh, it's a second one. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, okay. It crushed two of his own guys. I suppose that's better than nothing. Okay. The Fabricator Sensor lets out a Benaric trill. Witness the weapon designed to carry the glory of the true gods into the darkness of the Coronis Expanse. My shepherd has sent me one of his iron angels so that its very presence may instill faith and awe in the hearts of his flock. Accept the greatness of the primordial truth, united with the might of the new Kiava Gamma, and perish. I shall purge this world of your corruption with my own inner flame. Accept this sacrifice, sacred truth. Alright, how do we want to do this? Oh, 315, 382, 210. Oh, is he weakened? He's stunned. Okay, so we've got one round before he does anything. We've got a couple of corrupted technomats with some pretty low stats. Okay. Cassia, go ahead and set up behind this with full cover. I'll set up here. Argenta sets up here. Heinrich sets up on the flank to keep an eye on them. Abelard, you're going straight down the middle, buddy. This thing will try to engage at range, so maybe we can deal with it before then. Pascal, I want you off to this side to open fire. Servitor buddies, It has been an honor. Thank you kindly for serving the Emperor once more. I am not sure if I'm going to be able to get all 5 of you through this. Let's do it. All right, second verse, same as the first. We're going to go ahead and set up a rear position here.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Frontline position here between these two. Then we're going to give a bonus. Then we're going to... Oh, can we hit? We can hit just about all of them with that. Point of curiosity. Oh, glorious. Then we're going to... Oh, no, I can't do that. I need to use this. So we're going to... Held in my gaze to keep him from moving.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Good. Then we're going to give me an additional turn. Damn it. Shit. Okay, we've got 2. That will hit everything on that side. Abelard, shit. How much damage does this do? 0. What? Is the Inferno ability. There is a... Okay, then why does it say 0 damage? 2 plus Psi rating to Psi rating plus Psyker staff power level. Projectiles have a 60% chance. Warp Bird deals... Okay, Abelard, you should be fine. This is gonna hurt a little bit. But don't worry, buddy. I just needed to hit a couple of them. Did that not inflict any warp burn on him? That did not inflict any warp burn on him. That's not good. That's not good at all. And that used... I have screwed up. I have made error. Argenta, I need you to make up for this. Rapid fire.
The Emperor commands, I act.
Nope. Gonna have to use that then.
Faith without
Controlled shot.
deeds is worthless.
And then we're gonna open fire.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Hear my Emperor! This is why I bestow each strike
Glorious.
with prayer.
Absolutely glorious. Decent damage on him. Okay, damage on him. Heinrichs, I need you to move around the flank here.
Everyone, step aside.
Go ahead and boost yourself. Then prep the Technomat. Okay, so we're going to want to aim for the opening on him.
Lord Captain.
Then we're going to bird strike.
Object to it.
Then we're going to hit him.
Naturally.
Good. Then we're going to endure. Abelard. Oh, shit. Ow. Okay, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Servitor buddy. No, servitor buddy. No, shit. Oh my god, I was telling it to skip the servitor's turn and it skipped my turn. Oh my god. They're trying. They're trying so hard. No, servitor buddies. Oh my god, he gets to fucking parry every single attack? Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Sworn enemy. 2, I need you to... He won't... Oh my god, he can't move into the zone. It took away his goddamn...
It will be done.
Fine. We're gonna Reckless Strike. We're going to Endure. Then we're gonna swing. Screw you. Yeah, that's all the damage you do. You do 3 damage to him. Abelard does not care. We're also gonna brace for impact. We don't want to move. We just want to stay here for right now. Is there anything else I can do? No. Ow! There goes our cover. Jesus Christ. Kill him. There we go. I really need Pascal to deal with those guys. I also really need him to shoot everything else. Jesus Christ. Those all count as being in. So we're going to pop this. We're going to pop precise attack. Oh, it wasn't the bindings. It was just that I pressed space right as this thing, I think it was one of these guys, ended their turn, even though I thought his turn hadn't ended. And it crossed over to mine right as I hit the space bar. So, we really need the fabricator sensor down. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to, hold on. Actually, yes. Hold on. We're going to machine spirit. Why does that not? Hold on. Adaptive. What is this? For one turn, this creature increases armor by 10% for every instance of damage it suffers? Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus. Okay, he's got that. He's got that. Okay, good. He's got demonic regeneration. He's got embrace. He has reject the flesh 6. If the target is a mechanism. Okay, so there's no point in Pascal shooting him because he's not going to take any damage. So we're going to pop this instead. And then we're going to have him shoot you. Vaporized. Thank you. Oy vey. Then I'm going to use the offhand shot on you and pray for a good hit. Oh, that'll do. Cassia. I need you to do the warp curse on him. Actually, hold on. Hold the phone. Grand strategy chooses one combat tag every ally inside. No, not that. The officer grants an ally an extra turn with full AP and MP. During that extra turn, there is no attack limit. Oh god, except he still has 154% armor. Okay, you know what? Wait, I do actually have a plan for this.
In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
We're going to... God, I hope this works. Which huge thing? Because there's currently 3 of them on screen, Kato. You're gonna have to narrow it down for me, buddy. Okay. Set him on fire. Good. He is now ablaze. Set him on fire. Good. Then we're going to... No, that takes... Okay, we're going to try to set him on fire. Good. I think he's on fire. Yes, he is on fire. Everyone is on fire. Oh, boy. They are 2 Forge Fiends. No, thankfully they are not Titans. They're more like, just walking tanks is probably the best way to put it. It's a walking demonic tank. It's about as much metal as you'd use for a tank, and then they quite literally fill the thing with demonic power, and that's what causes it to stand up. Okay, so we've dealt damage to them. Okay, shit. Abelard, this is going to hurt, and I'm sorry. Oh, he only took 4 damage from it. Never mind, this is actually fine. Then we're going to burn you. Glorious. Then we're going to burn you. Again, and he takes extra damage from that. Then we're going to run and gun. And then we're going to hit him again. Absolutely glorious. Then we're going to run over here where there is actual cover. It's not much cover, but it's there. Then we're going to orchestrate flames to prevent him from turning them off. And that will end our turn. Cassius still has a turn. We're going to go ahead and pop... we're going to put bonus points on Argenta while giving the extra turn to Abelard. Then we're going to... He should already be marked as a favored enemy, correct? Yes, sworn enemy. Good. All right. Never mind. We don't have to do that then. We will Reckless Strike. And swing. Okay. Cassia, can you do anything else? We can do that. Yes, force him to move. That killed him. That dealt damage. That dealt damage. Good. Then we're going to kill him with the immobilization. Thank God. All right, Fabricator General. Jesus Christ. He still has all of his bonuses to his defense, so he is not taking any goddamn damage.
I'll do it.
Rapid fire. Controlled shot. Open fire. Even with all of his armor. He has 360% armor, and I'm still tearing through him. I don't even want to move Heinrichs close to that because the AoE is going to kill him because he does not have armor or stuff. If he gets hit by that AoE, he's going to deal damage. So I'm just going to use Purge Soul. Oh, wow. That increased Veil Degradation by a lot. Holy shit. Servitor buddies. Oh, do I get the kill? Do I get the kill? Because I'm down with that.
I'll make it happen.
Goodbye, Fabricator Sensor. I melted you. I fucking melted you, my dude. And some of the servitors even lived. Only one of their number managed to perish. He was a good servitor. He was a very good servitor. That is a Mars pattern chain axe, which does not matter. And that is a shifting combi tool, which gives a plus 20 to tech use. Okay, Pascal, I've got something for you, buddy. Where is it? There we go. I suppose I could give him that, but he's already got, yeah, tech use. He's good there. He's good there. Oh, that was glorious. That was glorious. That extra turn on him was amazing. Just being able to set everything on fire and then inflame the entire room. Oh, that was beautiful. Prior to the attack, all prey suffer a -3 penalty to armor until end of combat. Decent. Gains a plus agility mode and +3 charges on the prey. Attacks exactly one target, which is marked prey with Wild Hunt. This attack deal... Wait, with Wild Hunt. Attack deals 300% damage. Actually, that's not bad. We'll go ahead with that one. Until the end of their next turn, the Vanguard cannot die. Until the start of their next turn, all damage suffered by the Vanguard is reduced by toughness bonus. Good. Each attack made by the Vanguard makes them a priority target for the enemy hit. Also good. All allies in a 3 cell suffer less damage. Until the end of combat, the Vanguard gains a plus fellowship momentum for each attack. We're going to go with the taunt. And then we'll, I believe, we should get one more of those later. Usually, right towards the end. Yes, we'll grab the one that makes it so he can't die. The first time in combat, the Archmage receives one of the effects of steady superiority, hard sacrifice, versus 20% of the maximum moves was the effect. That does happen to her a lot, but at the same time, I'm not very good at managing it. Till the end of combat, every attack grants a stacking +2 bonus to critical hit chance. Yes, 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 all of my yes. Pascal's also going to want... He's already going to have decent armor penetration, so what I want is for improved damage on him. Cassia. Also, allies in the area gain +20% to all of that. All allies in the... Wait, maximum number of action points granted by taking holds increased by 5. Is that the... Yes. All allies in the select area gain 20% damage reduction and armor penetration. Dodge, parry, and armor. So defensive, damage buff, movement buff. Or action buff, which doesn't really matter most of the time. We'll just go with the straight weapon skill, ballistic skill bonus. It's very straightforward. Where does this match lose half its current armor and deflection? Pretty good. Deals additional damage 45% of the target's missing wounds instead of 25%. Also decent. Jesus Christ. I love how short these three are, and then it's, oh dear God. If dispatch... Okay, if the dispatch attack, which is that one, cannot miss, it deals 50% more damage. It also deals additional damage equal to 25% of the target's missing wounds. If the dispatch attack kills a target, all enemies in the 3-cell radius around the target gain 2 stacks of the disturb effect and must pass an agility, resistance test, or become staggered for 1 round. So that makes it more useful for clearing out chaff. I think this is probably best. It gives him an ultimate debuff ability. Taking off half of the enemy's armor and their deflection is pretty good. Oh.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
What have we got here? Mars pattern lasgun. Oh, it's the classic original lasgun. Very nice. But we don't need anything because nobody uses lasguns on my side. Oh, glorious. You guys were carrying the same shit? Yep. Is that it? I believe that's it. Sweet. Now begins the long process of cleansing this entire planet because holy crap. What's happening? Oh. Sup? Ow. Oh, here we go. Let me take a drink real fast. Sharp pain pierces your head, and the light dims in your eyes. You smell smoke and burning. You feel a wave of nausea, your legs buckle, and your knees hit the metal floor. In that same moment, the manufactorum surrounding you disappears in a whirlwind of mist, ash, and gray shadow. Struggling against the elements, you can barely raise your head to look. Your eyes sting and burn, but through the tears you see it. A colossal silhouette rising above you, the roaring tempest is unable to shake the mighty figure. In the name of the Emperor, be gone. Through the howling of the storm, you hear a new chilling sound, roaring, cruel laughter. The figure advances towards you and you feel that if it takes just one more step, it will step on you and crush you like an insect. The warrior's inhuman eyes bore into you. Okay, I need a good voice for this. I am the master of those who have been felled by your hand. In the halls of the primordial truth, I am Uralon the Cruel. The souls of my followers return to the font of power they serve, crying out for me to cast my gaze towards this sacrilege. And what do I see? Yet another lackey of the corpse emperor. They call you hero, an empty word, a worthless pedestal among hundreds of its like, all built by the lackeys of a false god in their hubris and ignorance. This pedestal will soon become naught but a sacrificial altar, and you another reminder to the expanse that no hero can save it from the truth. The giant's voice causes the storm raging around you to die down somewhat. As if it is the very sound of his voice that is enough to make the whirlwind subside. You glance at the huge warrior and notice on his chest a widening azure symbol. The shades of blue seem to glimmer and mingle together. I I alone am the sovereign of Kiava Gamma, portion of the protectorate of Von Valencius. This is my world, not a dominion of chaos. Oh, clinging to illusions will do you no good. The rituals have already been performed. The mortals sing the litanies of the primordial truth or decorate the sacrificial altars with their flesh. Kiava Gamma, as you call it, is already saturated in the nectar of the truth, a fate that awaits all worlds that would stand in our way. Where are we? Where have you taken me? This is the bridge that connects our minds, created by the will of my slave, whose fate you should be envying. The Psyker is useful enough to me to be left alive. You, less so. What do you want, foul heretic? I want to look upon the one who has disrupted my flock's duties, my master's plans. That warrior from my legion, the fabricator censor. You think their death's a triumph? However, it is but a minor hindrance upon the path. There are other worlds that serve our goals. There are other sources of plasteel and adamantine. Revel in your victory. It will change nothing. Nevertheless, the blood in your veins whispers to the spirits that you warrant a closer look. Yes, you are a descendant of the rogue trader whose warrant Kunrad Voigtfir sought to obtain. By defiling the relic, by binding it to himself within the tethers of the Imperium, he was meant to become my servant. A rogue trader who would do the work of the truth. But then you interfered. Could it be that you wish to gain the true god's favor instead? Do you wish to present the relic of the corpse to me and serve the truth? Hear your very blood calling, begging you to submit. What would be the point of futile resistance? You waste your time trying to tempt me, traitor. It is not blood that defines my deeds, only my will. And my will is thus be gone from my mind. His expression twists in pain as he stares at you in rage and bafflement. Pitiful insect, you dare. A gust of wind sweeps Eurolon's figure away without a trace. The mist around you dissipates, revealing the dark halls of the Manufactorum, leaving behind an oppressive sense of powerlessness. Abelard looks over you worriedly, then sighs in cantankerous relief. That was a close call. For the sake of holy terror, if I had lost a second rogue trader in such a paltry span of time, my only option would have been to shoot myself out of unending shame. I sensed the presence of another psyker. Someone made contact with you mentally, then tried to harm you with sorcery. I did as I could, but at least you appear unharmed. You remember what you saw. It was a heretic Astartes, one of the great traitors. I don't think it was he who touched your mind. I wouldn't have had the strength to go up against a psyker of the ranks of those monsters. He must have forced a mortal psyker to do his bidding. Perhaps it was through the same hapless medium that he sensed the deaths of his henchmen. Heinrich looks away and frowns. Such indescribable power, to have reached out to your mind at such a distance. He spoke of Theodora, how the blood in my veins will lead me to chaos. Sister Argenta, who has been watching all of this intently, grows pale, making the sign of the Aquila to ward off evil. Heinrich stares at you, though whether in surprise or anger you do not know.
Then he gives a curt nod. I see. We can theorize later. Although I will say, Savani, that his words do not leave much room for interpretation. The manufactorum around you looks the same as before. Maybe the shadows a little deeper, a little darker. You dust yourself off and continue on your journey.
Ooh, that was a good scene. That was a good scene. I liked that. Oh, hold on. Need to stretch. Oh, there we go.
The world's industrial heart has fallen to corruption, but numerous faint Vox signals from the periphery indicate that the planet's smaller manufacturing clusters have survived without succumbing to heretics. The sacred machines and hallowed lathes from those abodes have been reverently transported to the safety of the ship's hold. The fate of Kiava hangs in the balance.
I want this to be good, but I know enough about 40k. Oh, thank you, Kato. Thank you for the... I hope you all like the voice I gave the Space Marine. I tried to go for a little more... I mean, most Space Marines tend to be the raspy, deep voices, but it is a word bearer. He's meant to be enticing and seductive with the powers of chaos, so I wanted to give him a little more person caught up in a religious rapture kind of feel, which I think I tried at least to get there. And as I was saying, I know enough about 40k. I'm sorry. I want to be iconoclast, but this is... No. There were literally warp tumors spawning out of the walls. I'm sorry. Like... No. This whole planet... Like, we're lucky that we don't need to exterminatus this place. I'm sorry.
The servants of the Adeptus Ministorum heeded the call and began to assemble a holy crusade to purify Kiava. It will take much time and effort to root out every tendril of corruption lurking in the dark corners of the Manufactorum.
Nonetheless, it should be done. Well, let's see. What do we want to do here? The Manufactorums of Kiava have been damaged and tainted by the procedures of the heretic Delphian. Renowned tech architect, the fugitive aristocrat Barbarous Callias, is offering to enter the rogue trader's service as a planetary steward and restore the world to its former production capacity. I'm sorry? We just got done getting rid of the heretics, and you're like, oh yeah, let me give you a heretical item. This is totally not going to... Yes, thankfully, Kato, we did not have to go that far. Instead, we're calling in the Inquisition's red-headed step-cousin, who will instead purify the world by hand. The Adeptus Ministorum for you, everybody. Also, again, why? Why is this even an option? What does this even do? They deal number of adjacent creatures warp damage to each adjacent creature and to the wearer themselves. Okay, fair enough. If I was running a melee psyker that was heretical, that would be amazing, but we're not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Blessed are the weapon servers. Great trials are ahead, and we must steel ourselves to face them. The rogue trader will sign a mutual aid agreement with the quaestors of the Departamento Munitorum. These outstanding theoreticians in warfare will supervise the repurposing of the planet's manufactories for the production of weapons and military equipment. In the jaws of lathe machines and the wombs of alloy vats, soulless plasteel will take on its highest and most perfect form, that of a weapon. Oh yes, Kato, there is an, as you see on here, it says heretical follower. That's not referring to your companions. Follower is a rank in the moral system for the game. You have iconoclast, dogmatic, and heretical. Dogmatic is the Imperium above all. Heretical is, from what I've seen of its choices, there's actually two routes with heretical. You can just go with ruthless self-interest without actually falling to chaos, although that's difficult, or you can just dive totally into becoming a chaos cultist. And iconoclast is meant more for the good, massive air quotes. It's much more just the, you kind of believe that there is hope, which in the 40k universe is something that is very dangerous, but when it works very well. So what did we see here? We get a super cool plasma gun. So hold on. Restoration gives us efficiency, 3 plasteel and 2 mechanisms. Weapons 3 gives us plasteel, weapons, and security. And calculating holiness. That gives us a melee weapon that only Pascal can use, so meh. We lose 1 profit factor, gain 1 complacency, and we get mechanisms, weapons, and plasteel.
No, you know what? The Mechanicus really dropped the ball on this one. So we're going to go ahead and work with the Departmentum Unitorum to reinforce the military capability of the surrounding sector. I think that's the best choice here. Ooh. We'll be able to do that. It'd be really nice if we could do that. Yeah. Huh. Security across the board. Oh, but we lose out on flawless servitors. So we get either tech guards or servitors. And then we've got... Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, wow, that's a lot of iconoclast. And it gives us a... And, does that require... No, that's reward. Oh, wow, that massively increases our, excess population. Very nice. None of the rest of those block it. We've got plenty of flogstones, so I definitely want to get to that, because that'll give me just raw profit factor and more mechanisms. That would be nice. All right, wow. Okay, so Kiava Gamma is complete. Oh, it occurs to me, I should probably go to the bridge. Was there any other worlds we needed to explore? I don't think so. That leads to here, that leads to here. We checked all of that. We don't know how to get here. Hold on a second. Oh, contracts. We need to get to 9 weapons on that one before we can do that. And a small thorn. Oh, that's... we'll hold out on that for a bit. That's a lot of adamantine. And we don't really have anywhere else to get more right now, I don't think. There's a small amount here. Hold on. First of all, is there anything we need to do here? I don't think so. Secondly, we're going to go to the bridge because we need to talk to Heinrichs. Come on, load it up. Load it up. Load it up, game. There we go. Oh, right. And I want to know if this should reveal it, right? Come on. Ah. This is the databank we retrieved from Kiava Gamma. Access it. The tech priest connects the data slate to the cogitator's drive with such care, as if he is holding the greatest of treasures. The servo motors hum as they begin to stir, and lines of tech on the vid screen swiftly replace one another. Is that Dargonis? No, I have not. Dargonis will be the last stop, which means it's probably going to be somehow even worse than Kiava Gamma, knowing how everything goes. It's also where I expect to find Conrad. I could be wrong on that. No spoilers, please, but it's where I would expect Conrad to run to try and build up a power base to oppose us now that he was unable to seize the warrant. Gnome OS stab true, stat check initializing, Gnome OS unprecedented incident status initiated. The great mechanism has transformed the secret data into a format that you can comprehend without the assistance of a servant of the Omnissiah. The tech priest retrieves the data slate from the heart of the cogitator, holding it with both hands. Interesting. I'm assuming that means it shows up... No, not that one. Okay, hold on. Sort by... newest to oldest. There we go. Report Unit Q59-0, Research Group. Subject of study, active samples of the terrible disease. Assigned name, Tech Blight. The Tech Blight is capable of corroding matter and destroying it from within at a terrifying speed. This deadly plague infects mechanisms as well as any metal and other materials used as their basis. No technology known to the Crimson Priesthood, either gifts from the Great Omnissiah, nor heretical products of Xenos can withstand its eventual onslaught. The disease poisons and warps the very essence and taints the code of sacred machines. Observation. The Tech Blight triggers an effect that is repulsive at its core. It transforms metals into horrific forms of an unpredictable nature. During testing, it demonstrated the ability to fuse solid matter with organic objects, creating something new as a result. The phenomenon was assigned the name tech splicing. Method of transportation. Ceramic capsules. Burnt clay is the only thing that can contain the pestilence. Extra caution must be taken given the container's fragility. Any damage might result in an uncontrolled outbreak. Damaging the containers is unacceptable. current stage. Tests to subject the tech blight to his will and turn it to a weapon subject to the Omnisci's wisdom. Test result assessment. Success. The test triggered an event recorded under the name Incident N872-04. The quest for knowledge in his name will continue. Hypothesis 1. The tech blight was created in the darkness of unknown worlds, away from the eye of the great creator. Hypothesis 2. Any taint that exists to harm the machine god's creations can and will be bent to his will. Interesting. So was Theodora doing research on this on behalf of the Mechanicus, or was she tapping into something that the Mechanicus was already experimenting with? Danrock, if you'd be so kind as to put us in contact. No, not that. We need to fill out some orders. Head sort type. Oh, yes. Yes. Give him a Xenos artifact. And we're going to give him a Mechanicus creation. Oh my god, seriously? And 2 things of ranged weapons. There we go. We finally achieved rank 1 with fucking the Casbalica. Jesus Christ. Whenever the wearer hits an opening with the charge slash or dance macabre abilities, they inflict bleeding. That might be good. The telepath staff, which, probably not, but I'll take it. And Mind Scrambler grenades. On a failed willpower resistance check, test with a -4 times willpower bonus penalty, the target also cannot attack. Oh, those are going on... We can either put it on Heinrichs so that he can prevent people from attacking him, or we could put it on Cassia because she's going to have a high willpower as well. The Casbah. Was there anything... What did I want from them in the first place? There was something. Outcast Visor is good for Irelet. Anatomist Amulet is great for my character. So we do at least want to get to 5. Oh, that would also be good. Also be good. Ah, that was it. In the first round of combat, the wearer gains a number. That is what we want. Level 15. That is absolutely vital for a Psyker combat character. Okay. Fine, Vladim. Fine. You know what? You can have the rest of the Xenos artifacts then. But as for the heretical trophies, I'm not sure yet. Did we have anything for him? We do. Void Pirate, Void Heretic. Thankfully, these don't overlap with anybody. They only ever go to these guys. Oh, Void Jakari, Void Private, Void... There we go. We got lots for you. Very nice. All the way up to level 4. Let's go ahead and grab us... Let's see. Are any of these going to be any good? No. But they are free, so... Let's see. Come on, move the thing. 80 points of protection for each sector. Oh no, that's the one we have right now. 120 points for each sector. Oh yes. This is 95 points, but doubled against blast attacks. Okay. This gives 12 speed. Huh. Maybe. It is more maneuverable. We'll have to see. What is this? 5 points of damage on each side, whereas this gives 9 points of damage on the 4 and 5 points on the other side. Oh, still good. That's just a match for what I've already got. Oh wow, it just occurred to me. I have a lot of reputation with the Drusians and not very much with a lot of other people, honestly. Oh, may as well take that. Oh, now that is useful. That is useful. I might put that on Irelet even, if you can. Holy gifts, heretical trophies. We'll hold off on the heretical trophies, since I'd much rather give those to Vladim, given how much further behind I am on that.
I'd also rather give holy gifts to Hieronymus. But we can give the rest to him. I don't see no problem with that. Go ahead and get him up to rank 7. In fact, yeah, let's go ahead and drop off a lot of this fuel with the Mechanicus. Mechanicus creations. Ship components. There we go. Level 8. Go ahead and get that. There's an upgraded axe for our boy Pascal. And a precise lasgun. What is this? Whenever the wearer uses a non-attacking consumable item, it counts as an attack of a different type than the previous attack for the purposes of versatility. Oh. Oh, that's really good for Argenta. Oh, that's actually really good. That's actually really cool. That would be very useful for her. Not much else. There's really not much from the Explorators that I want. I just need to get my reputation up with them for some of the events on the colonies. Hieronymus. Oh, thank you. That's true. We did get more profit factor since the last time we checked in with him. Go ahead and take that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For a combat psyker, that is needed. I forgot. We need that. We need that right now. Go ahead and drop off these holy gifts with him. There we go. Thank you, Hieronymus. Very kindly. Fellowship of the Void. You give us the straight -5 discount on everything, which is very nice. Again, don't want to give them the heretical trophies, because I'd much rather give those to Vladim, given how aggravating he can be trying to level up. But the rest of this, I don't mind. Might have enough. We might have enough. Let me see. Go ahead and drop off some more ranged weaponry. Ship component. Oh, are we going to be just shy? We're going to be just shy. Damn. Casbolica. Was there something that I wanted from the Fellowship later on? That's for Bounty Hunter. Tactical Backpack gives a +1 rate of fire bonus to any burst weapon. That's going on Argenta. So that's definitely good. No. Earthbreaker, Grimoire of the Void. That is a high-risk, high-reward weapon. Or item. Yeah, so I'm actually... like, Tactical Backpack's kind of the last one that I really want. That's okay for... That's okay. Like, it's not the best. So yeah, we're gonna hold off and we're gonna give these Mechanicus Creations, Heretic Trophies, Uniform Kit. Go ahead and give those to Vladim so we can start working towards level 2. Alright, got that all handled. Now let's talk with Heinrichs. Got a little bit of time left.
To what do I owe this visit?
Are you satisfied with the results of your mission to Kiava Gamma?
Of course. The Fabricator Sensor's machine was stopped. Not another soul will be sent into the mouth of the archenemy. In time, we will succeed in uncovering and stopping other schemes of the cult.
All right.
We dealt a blow not only to the cultists, but to the archenemy itself. I cannot help but be pleased.
Oh shit, this one requires my actual skills. Ugh. Heinrichs, I must ask again. Touching the cogitator did something to you. What exactly?
I touched the corruption of the archenemy. Did you honestly think the experience could somehow be a pleasant one? Psychers, even sanctioned ones, even those who have performed all the rituals, passed all the initiations, we are all gateways to forces hostile to humanity. I survived a difficult battle on Kiava Gamma, one that was invisible to others and potentially fatal for myself.
Damn. No, I'm not gonna save scum. We take the role, we move on. So what exactly are you going to do next?
My visit to Kiava Gamma did not produce answers to all my questions, but we did succeed in dealing a blow to the cult by destroying the Fabricator Sensor's machine. I have directed my spies to track the sect's surviving leaders. I am certain that they will have useful information for us soon. Though small, this is a victory for the Golden Throne. and I have you to thank for it.
But you're then.
Thank you for finding the time for our
I was honestly kind of expecting more, but maybe there would have been if I had passed that check.
Lord Captain.
Nothing there. Vigdis, you got anything for me? Nope. Alright. I don't think anybody else has anything else to say. Nope, nothing there.
Greetings.
Nope. Bravor. Nope. Talk to them, talk to them, talk to... Right. Jay, you got anything?
May the Exalted One protect you.
Nope. Pascal, do you have anything to say about what happened down there? Ah, yes.
Comprehends all.
I don't suppose you've studied Demence's neural augmetics yet.
I have destroyed it.
Pascal stares at you inscrutably and says in a soft voice. Okay, that seems to fly in the face of everything you just told me when we were on the planet. A slight telltale rattle in Pascal's voice makes him sound unconvincing. Ah. Pascal, you're lying.
This statement is true. I am yet to settle into a definitive course of action. I am running a spot diagnostic on the memory of the heretic Demence, even though purity protocols stipulate that his blasphemous knowledge must be eradicated. I am not drawn toward forbidden information, but only to data concerning the blessed Amonats.
And have you found anything to that end, my friend?
The success has been partial. Demence Haneman's identity has been confirmed. The widespread influence of paranoid motivations is observable in his cognitive processes, which is what seems to have caused him to break his vows. However, extensive regions of his memory have been damaged by forbidden technologies and are, for now, defying decryption.
Yeah, exactly, Ptolemy. And to be fair, if Pascal wasn't an explorator, maybe you'd be able to believe that. But he's an explorator. They're like one of the main portions of the Mechanicum that is actually trying to seek out lost knowledge. If anyone's gonna quote-unquote accidentally look through some corrupted technology while looking for something else, it's going to be an explorator. I'm not even casting shade on Pascal. His entire order has this problem. It's why they're the only members of the Mechanicus who get things done, but also the only members of the they're also the members of the Mechanicus that tend to have the highest rate of falling to chaos. So what exactly corrupted Demence?
An echo of the warp. Energies of the immaterium that had seeped into real space and taken the shape of a Vox signal. I have found recorded cases of similarly induced corruption in the archive. Listening to the void is a perilous occupation.
Is there any information on Archmagos Ammon?
The data discovered is unreadable. It is encrypted, albeit only partially, and I hypothesize that the heretic Demence was attempting to decrypt it. I will take every effort to extract a larger volume of data. Information pointing to the unit referred to as the Maimed Hunter is alleged to be of critical significance.
I mean, when I heard the guy talk about that title, my initial assumption was that the Maimed Hunter is referring to Pascal. But that's just a feeling I've got. But you did want to know you did want to know what he knew. You were interested.
The quest for knowledge is our mission of highest priority. But what Demence promised was not knowledge, but a distorted copy of it. This was not what the Deus Mechanicus had told us to seek.
You fear knowledge even as you extol it.
Whether knowledge can be profane is the grand question. Lay people find comfort in the delusion that knowledge is merely information. That, in and of itself, it is harmless. and only turns dangerous when it falls into the hands of the wicked. My apologies. 90% of my processing power is engaged in the analysis of my tech comrade's memory. My response time may be longer than usual.
That was weird. That didn't line up with anything that he just said here. But that is not what I have seen. I have seen knowledges gnaw away at the minds of those who let it inside them. Yet I seek it regardless. Why? Perhaps because there really is no apostasy in knowledge. It is dangerous, yes, but not forbidden, for it was created by the Omnissiah. It's coming down to these two, and I can see the iconoclast points for both sides of this argument here. On the one hand, we have the more generic iconoclasm, which is, no, our choices determine things, our will determines things, and thus, if you find this knowledge, you can find a way to put it to good use, or destroy it if need be. Then I see not all knowledge comes from the Omnissiah. Some is rooted in evil, is nothing but a threat to humanity. This is objectively true in 40k. How much of it is true is a subject of interpretation. Does the mere knowledge that demons exist lead to problems, or is it the fact that once people know demons exist, they start acting on it that is the problem? For now, though, I'm going to back Pascal, because he actually seems to have a good head on his shoulders, and I don't want him going crazy. I do believe that any technology could, or any knowledge could be tamed for the glory of humanity.
This is true. We explorators are the sappers who walk the uncharted terrain of knowledge, transforming it into habitable space until we reach a point beyond which we must not proceed. Our remains will be assigned to those that follow in our footsteps. Go no further. Their duty now is to develop in the space we have claimed while looking for ways to make further breakthroughs. Failure must never stop us, for failure is an acceptable outcome.
It's interesting, because I believe I agree with him on an individualistic level. I disagree with him on a societal and cultural level. I think as an individual, being unafraid of failure is absolutely something that you should try to achieve in your life. That you should be in a position where you should not fear to fail, because you understand that short of leading to your death, failure can be a learning experience. On a societal level, it's a bit harder of a phrase to parse, because that leads to all sorts of, well, quite frankly, that leads to all sorts of overreach. But continue your research, Pascal.
Affirmative. May your labors be effective and fruitful.
We go past here. Talk to Abel. He's got nothing. Don't mind me. I'll leave you alone. Let's check in with Adira. Nope, nothing. And let's check in with Irlet.
Elon Talk.
Am I still unworthy of discussing your world and your kin? Alright, fair enough. Just wanted to check. Yep, that's everybody. We've got a few minutes left, so we might be able to get to at least the next system. Let me see here. That has not resolved itself. That is still going. That's where we're heading next. That's where we're heading next. That's further out. That's where we're heading next. And that's where we're heading next. Okay. Travel. Travel. We need to go here. Oh, sorry. Oh, we should check in on our colonies first. Give me 1 second. Let's drop in on Foulstone and Janus real fast. Make sure everything's looking good there. Shit, what did I want to do here? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Yeah, we needed, right? Oh, there's a tab on the right. Wait, what? Oh my god. Thank you, Ptolemy. Thank you for that. Because I've been literally just flying back to these places every single time. Oh. Oh god. Okay, that's a dogmatic work. Whoa. What does this do? All allies increase their wounds by Lore Imperium divided by 15. Ugh. Not very good. But, I mean, it's free, and it's not these, which are horrible. Also, hold on. Really, I haven't hit rank 3 yet. Wow, okay, I need... Okay, I'm a long way off from hitting rank 3 on that. Damn. Okay, okay. Oh my god, I feel so stupid. Okay, was there something I wanted to do on Falstone? There's 1,000 Fakes Relic. There's... Why can we not do this? Requirement's not met. Oh, we need more people. Although the one that I want is Profit Factor, which we are 3 away from getting. Okay. 1,000 Face Relic gives additional Dogmatic. Requires Adherent. Gains the Benevolent Protection feature. That's, you know, that's a little too dogmatic. Ah, thank you, Ptolemy. Thank you. Yeah, because I knew there were events. I just didn't know that you could actually manage them without having to go back to them. So I just kept flying back. We're going to hold off on this. If I've still got room for it later, then maybe. But right now, that's a little too dogmatic. I don't need thousands of people covered in scarification writings from Imperial Holy Books. We're just trying to get to the shrine level so that I can get this and get the bonuses from here. Oh, there we go. Janus, Hypocrisy has been completed. I believe we wanted the... Oh, which one? Oh no, we needed the... Yeah, we can't do either of those. If we do the Capella, yeah, then we start using... Yeah, they run on experiments. No, we don't want to do that. The Fortress requires that we get to 3 weapons, which we will later. Secrets of the Winter Scales. Which, Dark Sages, Capella. So we can do that one. We can do that one. Legend has it that House Winterscale holds the secrets of gas factorial workshops and tons of organic raw materials passed through fermentation vats, hot rolls, and pressure extractors to yield valuable chemicals. This sacred technology could enable Janus to produce enormous volumes of promethium. However, only the most skillful and highest paid smugglers will be up to the task of sealing this treasure. That would be the worst. We would lose out on some provisions, but gain a lot of promethium and a lot of chemicals. The chemicals especially we don't have many of, so we're going to go ahead and execute that. The Winter Scales might not like it, but quite frankly, I don't like the Winter Scales because they seem like a bunch of assholes for the most part, so... Oh, no, we need to... Oh, there we go. And Kiava Gamma is working on that. Right. And once we get that, we will have the additional weapons we need to secure Janus. Yes, that will get us above the weapons we need. That'll allow us to provide security. And I would rather do that than either of these because holy shit, they're both horrible. All right. Okay. So... Right, back this way. Then we're going to... Now this is going to lead us there. So we're going to do this. Oh, it's already... That was fast. Ah, no. Go back. Kiava Gamma. Oh.
Lord Captain, the Tech Priests have made a sinister discovery on Kiava Gamma.
A blasphemous machine built at the behest of the wicked Hubris Delphim. The mechanism is capable of picking up the whispers of the warp. It seems to occasionally transmit a discordant binaric melody as if into nowhere. But no encrypted data or other threats have been detected. It seems to be a functional side effect of sorts. Of course, the idea of using a machine instead of astropaths to contact the voices of the warp may seem tempting, but this machine is positively teeming with corruption. Its fuel tanks are satiated with the liquefied souls of your subjects. It has enough for now, but someday it will have to be refilled. That is a horrible idea. Jesus Christ. How in the hell could Cubus construct such a powerful and monstrous machine? Defying the dictums of the Omnissiah, the heretic has entered into a dangerous field of experimentation with the warp technology. It is dangerous knowledge, but the ancient and incredibly complex vox core of the mechanism is much older than Delphim was. He had probably found it here and made use of it to fulfill his needs. What exactly are the risks of this machine? Oh, typical of contact with the Immaterium. It intercepts information from the warp, which puts the minds and souls of the staff serving the machine in jeopardy. The warp is, of course, treacherous. What does my retinue think of this? On behalf of the Inquisition, I hereby declare a ban on any contact with this device. It should be removed and handed over to us. Normally, that would be all, but I will explain further out of respect for you. The Inquisition can reap benefits from such a machine. Our acolytes are trained and able to carry a vigil near it, carefully listening to the dark whispers of the spirits of the Immaterium without succumbing to corruption. We could discover their plans and warn the rogue trader whenever any threat would loom over his domain. The demons want us to hear their vile speeches. Let them hear righteous fury. Savani, let me summon the most zealous preachers who would dedicate their lives and zeal to reading a litany of fury and rage through this machine. Let the inhabitants of the warp hear us and fear us. On the one hand, that does sound badass. On the other hand, out of universe, I know damn well that the only thing the demons would do to this is laugh. The blasphemous creation has to be anathematized and deconstructed in the name of total knowledge acquisition. The principles of its work must be inspected beforehand in secrecy, requesting the right to investigate the heretical device before disposing of it. Now that gives us the Empyrean transceiver. It will not tell me what that does. Great. Switch the machine from receiving to transmitting. We will use it in place of our astropathic wire. That gives us security and efficiency. So be it, Argenta, shake the warp with the wrathful sermons in honor of the Emperor. Gives us Drusian, Emperor's Voice. Again, it will not tell me what it does. And complacency +1. Assign the transmechanics to listen to the voices of the warp. Have them report on anything they hear. That gives us +1 security, -1 complacency, and other worlds absorbers. And Heinrichs, take this horrible machine away. At least in this case, Heinrichs has a point. This is fairly nothing by Inquisitorial standards, and will just give us a straight-up security and bonus. We'll cooperate with the Inquisition on this one. A squad of Inquisitorial acolytes secretly requisitioned the desecrated machine. After a short while, some rather curious anonymous warnings began to arrive on Dargonis, and each of them had undoubtedly been paid for with the blood and soul of a selfless defender of the Imperium. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, at least in this case, it's people who volunteer for it, and they are actively aiding in the defense of the world. Thanks to the information overheard in the Whispers of the Warp, many heretical plots and blasphemous messages sent by the Cult of the Final Dawn have been uncovered. The Protectorate has gained a new line of defense. Nice. Now, this is Iconoclast. We're going to go ahead and grab that. This also gives us +20 hull integrity. Provisions, mechanisms, and chemicals, all of which we are good on. Go ahead and execute that immediately. Janus has completed Secrets of the Winter Scales. Good. And this will allow us to... What? One of the following projects... Oh, has been completed. Oh. Shit. I just used up my mechanism, so now I can't do that. Fuck! We're going to need to get more mechanisms then. Because now, yeah, I need to do that one then. God damn it. I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. Fuck. I screwed that one up. Yeah, we can't do anything there. Okay, okay. We're going to reduce warp difficulty.
What the hell? Why didn't it? What happened? Why? What is... What the fuck? Are we good? Okay, oh god, scare the shit out of me, game. Oh wait, shit, what time is it? Okay, we're gonna jump here, and then we're probably going to get off. We'll see if there's any events or anything, so... Wait a second, have I not... I didn't go there? Really? Oh yeah, because this is Mundus Valencianus, and I didn't... I'm an idiot. Whatever. Travel. Chart new routes. Yes, this connects up to here, and these connect up to here. I'm worried that going here, because it's the last one of our major ones, I'm going to want... So you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to travel here as well. Oh. 2 profit factor. The warp jump was unusually hectic. The recent attack of the scrap code disabled many of the sacred mechanisms. Its malfunctioning algorithms showed no sign of failure until the vessel departed real space and surrendered itself to the Sea of Souls. Only the navigator's talent, the tireless vigil of the tech priest, saved the void ship from ruin. Yeah, I at least want to do these before we do Valencianus, or Dargonus, the planet that's over here. Yep, that all connects there, that connects there. We're going to explore this system, and then we will call it quits for today. Yeah, there's no battles or anything. We'll just do a quick sweep of the system. There was nothing there, apparently. Oh, the crew has found 20 scrap. Okay, game, maybe tell me that, for the God's sake. Scan. Here we go. The crew has discovered a hidden valley littered with thousands of animal skeletons. Auger data suggests that some kind of sleeping gas vents here. It's likely the animals either don't realize that they're headed for a deadly trap, or even come here to die on purpose. Study the gas. After a series of experiments, the ship's weaponsmith managed to perfect a few different types of ammunition. Oh, very nice. Gas cloud grenades. I mean, we'll take them. Weapons is weapons, after all. Big old gas giant. Let's see what's here. Oh, skip it. Nothing. Then there's a little asteroid. Plasteel 2. Plasteel 2. Two. Are you serious? And smuggler's cache. Chemicals, glow sticks, detox, stims. Alright, I'll take it. I'm assuming this is going to be a place where I'd actually... Oh! The augurs have detected wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of the wreckage remains unclear. Huh, really? Alright, well, that's going to be it for us today. Let me go ahead and save. We're just past the 3-hour mark. I've got to go get ready for work. Let me pull up Steam Manager. Stream Manager. I keep calling it Steam Manager. Let me see. Let's raid somebody. Who we got? There's a couple of people. Oh, Prophet Oreo. He's still playing right now. We're going to go ahead and return the raid favor from his side. He's currently playing Baldur's Gate 3 from the looks of things. So we're going to go ahead and give him a raid real fast. Alright, so I will see all of you on Sunday. And I hope you all have a glorious weekend and a great day. I get to go get ready for work, and hopefully it'll be pretty decent today. So I hope you all have a good day, and as I said, have a great weekend.
Yeah. Makes me want